Hello and welcome to Monday. I forgot I already had the game running, so here we are. We're diving headlong straight into things because why not? We
You're
we
lucky
didn't
you didn't have to watch the loading screen that just occurred.
we didn't get a chance to actually test this since the game updated last Tuesday. So, but everything loaded fine. We're all in game, and we haven't. Nothing has crashed yet. So fingers crossed that everything works out all right. Um, Other than that, we're gonna keep on trucking. Karneios is coming to us from the inside of some sort of box currently,
Yeah, I've got exciting new headset with a microphone built into the headset itself.
which
You finally
is what it
arrived,
is.
but our records don't show
Yeah.
from where.
Like I
Because
said,
the
it gets the
cable on
job
my
done.
regular one, the cable on my regular one broke, so I cannot actually turn the microphone on that at all.
Yeah. Oh, gaslight gatekeep ghost run. All right. Hello and welcome, Raiders. You're just in time. We're just getting things back underway in our horrible, no good, bad day for all things good in the Empire.
And us, too, depending on how things go in the end times.
Yeah, we'll see how things go. I don't remember where I was left off and what I was doing.
I was cleaning up wood elves, I know that much.
There are still high elves up here that I am going to end, I think.
I've finished my tasks.
I am Morathi.
The not French must suffer.
Oh, right, I still have Morathi. Where are you going to go? I think Morathi's going to go to Lustria.
Also, I'm
I realized-
stupid, guys. Don't know, and it just occurred to me that this game this sounds like a complete disaster, but I think there's probably something fun you could do with Twitch integration in this game.
I implore you.
Not sure how that would work, but it'd be really fun if you could do it.
Kraken is kind of doing that a little bit. The way that he was doing it is he was playing as Warriors of Chaos, and then chat members would get recruited as his army, so like each unit would get their name chosen by a chat member, and then they would choose how to upgrade them as they gained levels. It was a neat idea. He only did it a couple times, but it was a lot of micromanagement, though.
I'm thinking like they just like spawn a calamity or like get like a faction to declare war on you.
It is willed.
Yeah, I realized
Chat
I actually
could
have
do
the
diplomacy,
easiest time.
that would be terrifying.
I have the easiest time getting a hero over to the sea lane. We've got
I
a
mean,
really close to the sea lanes.
Oh shit, we are playing.
And I do have a separate, a spare hero to send anyway.
I don't remember what the fuck I was doing, so I'm just gonna declare war.
I don't actually need to be there. I just need to see them. What you're doing is... Oh.
You're already in multiple.
What you're doing is you're building a bomb in the Galleon's graveyard.
You are. You're going to blow up the ocean.
The very air is tainted.
The ocean knows what it did.
It's pretty on brand for Skaven.
In Age of Sigmar, there's a group of sea elves that are doing slavery stuff. And it goes great for them until what's his face? The Skaven you love, Karn.
Thankful?
Yes, until Thankful Thankful and his group are burrowing under the ocean
Favored of the Witch
and
King.
accidentally dig a bit too far up and drain the entire ocean.
Oh yeah, I forgot the mentor skill.
Aren't
Brookie
aren't the sea elves led by like the remnants of Teclis?
I do
pretty
not
su-
believe so.
He's the leader of like some sort of sea elf faction.
I believe the sea elves that came back up are or something like that.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Because Teclis and Tyrion are still around, but they're like demigods now.
I believe
Everyone
that
in
they're
Age of
full
Sigmar is a demigod.
I mean, yeah.
gods.
I think
I'm
they're
pretty
full
sure
on
both.
gods.
Yeah, both of them are gods as well as Malekith.
Yes.
And,
Following orders.
Marathi.
Marathi, that's it.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say we don't talk about Age of Sigmar here.
I love talking about Age of Sigmar. It's very stupid.
Gotrek Gurneyson is still around in Age of Sigmar. He is possibly a god, possibly not. But he's walking around.
I am Morathi.
That's why I have so much negative, because I vassalized Malekith on this turn.
Yeah,
Oh, yes.
we did. That was
Push
the
that.
one thing done at the start of the turn so that you
Yeah.
would not forget when we played again. Oh, my God. Oh, right, that's the other settlement I picked up. Got the Oak of Ages. It doesn't do shit all for me, but I've got it.
Oh, I forgot these dwarves were still over here.
Jesus Christ, I forgot how... I'm now noticing how that war has been declared. And how that one city I took is sure directly in the middle of it.
So, for those of you who don't know how this game works, one thing that can happen on this world map, or that does happen, is around turn 120. The end game scenario
It's turn
happens. and
100 to 150.
Yeah, anytime.
One faction goes absolutely apeshit and begins the apocalypse. Now, one of those factions that can go, there's a lot of factions that can do this. Like, I believe there's vampires, is the one I've encountered. There's also like wood elves and whatnot. But without a doubt,
Vampires, Wood Elves, Tomb Kings, Skaven,
Dwarves.
and Dwarves.
And orcs.
Are, I
yeah,
believe.
and without
And orcs.
without a doubt, the funniest option is the dwarf apocalypse. So I want you all to like use the power of like collective prayer and whatnot to bring out the dwarf-apocalypse.
It's also probably the one that we are least equipped to fight.
Yep.
Because dwarfs are everywhere on this goddamn
The
map.
one thing about dwarves, close to speak of the devil.
Also, dwarves have very strong units.
They sure do.
Yeah,
The thing that
Dwarf-
keeps dwarves balanced is that they're very strong units, but they're very expensive, so they can't upkeep large
Dwarves
armies.
also, AI-wise, are not expansionist. Dwarves, by AI, dwarves will tend to just stay in their holds.
Speaking of dwarves,
God, I forgot the Tomb Kings over there took over the Witchwood.
Slaughter calls us.
Brindal.
What do you want, Lozrag? Ended their non-aggression pact with them.
they are
Dwarves
also
about
hindered
to
by
be
the
a
fact
problem.
that they lack true casters because magic is fucking bonkers in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, dwarves
Their
don't believe in magic.
rune press do make up for. Oh, okay.
Also,
Fucking
they have no
Festus just
cavalry.
had one, my vassal. They've got gyrocopters.
eh.
What do you
It's
want,
basically
Wolfric?
their missile cav.
Defensive Alliance? No, thanks.
Gyrocopters can get shot down pretty easily.
What in the world did we do to tank our reliability?
No, my reliability, I'm pretty sure is fine. It might have been the Scourge of Cain declaring war.
Maybe.
Dwarves
forget
also, I
who
believe,
exactly
lack
the
access to
schedule
a really
was.
powerful vortex or other spells that just absolutely wreck shit.
Dwarfs have,
You
with
carry
their
yourself
runes, they
with much
have
dignity
one
for a
damaging
corpse.
explosion, which is pretty good. But it's
Oh,
just,
my reliability is very low. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Also, just kind of curiosity, everyone here, what's your favorite lore of magic in this game?
In this game? Or in Warhammer
Big
lore?
Wog. In this game, it's the Big Wog.
I don't really have a favorite Lord Magic.
Mine's Heavens.
I don't really have a favorite.
Get Bellator out of this fucking
Fucking
fog.
having to chase down this one dude forever.
I can march out of this fucking forest.
Merciless one.
The forest destroys too much of my movement to be able to march out of it, so I have to encamp, stand, and make my way around.
I have to apparently go the long way around to this man.
Okay, Ira, you have finished recuperating, so you can make your way back up to Karneios Sigvold.
Game's running.
Lord of the wild things.
Yeah, I'm also seeing that happen. I don't know.
Maybe the update
Yeah.
caused some issues.
Could be.
Baying
I know,
for
like,
blood.
playing it myself, I haven't had any performance issues.
Yeah. It could just be that there's just a lot of stuff on the map. And
We can
it's visible.
see a lot of the map currently, so...
Yeah. We do have a lot of the map open to us, and that's
Tyrant
not
of
going
Nagaroth.
to improve.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Wield
I'm sure
the
we'll start
wild.
losing ground very quickly soon.
Dear Lord, my income.
Yeah. Oh yeah, mine is total, not including army upkeep, plus 19,000.
Yeah, mine's 20,000.
Jeez.
So.
Alright.
Mine is negative
Oh,
1,000.
you mean total? My total is 24,000.
Hoist the
Nice.
sail.
It's 20,000 after my armies.
I'm only
Or
at
my
7,000.
army.
Come down.
Lord of the
I
black.
I control a vast majority of Ulthuan and have geared Ulthuan entirely to make me more money.
In regular Warriors of Chaos campaigns, I could have a positive income because I would have more Dark Fortresses, which do have good income buildings on. But I've got two Dark Fortresses.
I assume Malekith is large enough that he's also giving me a shit ton of money.
Probably.
Well, you can mouse over your income to see how much is coming from that.
I can. Not currently, but
Yeah, not right now.
Dices.
Alright, this is super weird, because I'm like noticing Grom's coming on, so I'm wondering if I could force like a victory here in like the siege. I might have to pull back here just to fight something on 1-on-1, but... So I have 0 menace below, Valiant Defeat. 1 menace below, Pyrrhic Victory. 2 menace below. A menace below is a Skaven ability which lets you summon a unit of clan rats, and you can spend food to get more uses of it. If I have 2 uses of it, it turns back into a Valiant Defeat for some reason. 3, Pyrrhic Victory. 4, there's still Pyrrhic Victory. And 5, Valiant Defeat.
Weird.
Food gives you morale bonuses for having it, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, you're right. So that's what's... Not...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, plus 5.
You might just be
Ah.
dancing on a line where morale gets worse to offset the more people.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, it's not that. It does not happen there. Anyway, I'm gonna
Oh.
retreat from here so I don't like get sandwiched between what's his face and
Yes, Malekith is handing me 8,000 gold a turn.
How much am I getting from my vassal? I'm getting 2,279 from my vassals. My various vassals.
With haste.
Alright, Captain, let's move out.
Plotting a course.
Admiral, excuse me.
Bellator is trying to...
Madness fills the air.
This actually has my recruiting facilities.
What else do I want?
I don't actually really have reason to upgrade the Phoenix Gate any further. If something is coming knocking on the Phoenix Gate at this point, something has gone extremely wrong.
Yeah. I believe the Phoenix Gate
Hate
actually has my
incarnate.
outpost in it, so it's got better than regular garrison. I think I did that on the Phoenix. Yeah, I did that on the Phoenix Gate.
What else we got?
What's that doing? 2 Trojan with halberds and 1 Chaos Warrior with great weapons is added to the Phoenix Gate.
Alright. Krog has a thing here that I want. But it's very weird that he has a thing here.
Yeah,
Still not sure how that happened.
the Scourge of Cain has sent an army over to Karai.
They need something to do. Ulthuan is taken now, so it's kind of like...
Alright, they declared war on one. What is my reliability at? My reliability is very high. I'm also a dominant person. Does anybody who is not my vassal or one of you actually have positive relationship? Scourge of Cain has a positive relationship with me.
That's not a huge surprise.
They're bros.
Yeah, they just also declared war on my vassal, so I'm currently at war with them.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. I'm not at war with Scourge of Cain, so it wasn't that.
I'm
Yeah, 'cause
allied with them.
You didn't call us into that war.
I actually can't because they declared war on my vassals. So I get called in and I don't get to
Yeah.
call my other allies in.
If I force vassalize them, would that pull them out of that war?
Probably.
Yeah, more than likely.
Yeah, because when I've taken over by
I'll be able
war,
to do that soon.
yeah.
Like, it's probably not a huge reason to do so, but I may as well.
Yeah.
Boy,
I guess unless Sarah just wants to take them, so you can have the Shrine of Cain.
I mean, you don't have to worry about your reliability because for some reason it is very low.
True.
Meanwhile, mine is very high, but I'm Bellicor, so everybody hates me anyway.
I moved all my armies away from Ulthuan.
Guys, I can't
It
trust
would
Zara
take
anymore.
almost nothing to take them. They do not have an army.
I do not trust Zara. He's a liar.
They do have an army. It's just in Bretonia right now.
Yeah, it's over next to my vassal. It's a 17 stack.
They don't. Oh, a 17 stack, you say?
Yeah.
Still have more than 100 factions.
Only barely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot that I was also at war with Joan of Arc down there.
I have the feeling that things are gonna start shaking out poorly, though, and these numbers are gonna start going gnome.
Yeah.
Either just finally, like, oh wow, the Empire's doing rough, huh?
Yeah, a little bit. They're the ones that declared war on me, so you know.
Festus is making out like a king, though.
For now. Bellicor is going up there next because Festus declared war on my vassal.
Oh.
And also Festus has 2 Dark Fortresses.
Oh, how do I deal with the White Dwarf?
Noble blood. Power awaits me. Moving.
That warrior's still not moving.
Cult get made.
How long is left on that
Where
bomb
the
on Galvan
fuck is
Third?
that? Who? Oh,
Immediately.
It's Slaanesh.
All is
Okay.
possible.
Hello, Empire. I'm making landfall.
I just got a cult fucking nowhere near anything we're doing.
Dreadlord.
Oh, I guess
Yeah.
Anchors away.
I told Marathi to siege the city, and she decided to land first, and then I guess siege next turn. Okay.
Rookie Lord.
Not
Yeah,
make
landing tends to take a lot of movement.
If
Oh,
you're
I
right next
just-
to the city, that might be able to just click up, like commander to it again and start the siege.
So
Mother.
from the paunch had an army
Oh,
near where
yeah.
I was.
To arms, Druki.
It's gone now and I can't see it. I think he may have entered ambush stance.
Man the garrison.
Yeah, probably.
I have made landfall in Lustria.
Phoenix Queen.
I should probably make less of these slave buildings, because I'm losing a lot of slaves every turn.
Dreadlord.
I need to fix that.
The ocean awakes. Dreadlord of the Druki.
Oh, yeah,
Slave
that's
economy is
below
falling
Jesus,
apart.
Fucking finally gotten the. They've finally got. Oh, Noctilus is coming. Great. Love that.
No, yeah, there he goes. Oh, there's also some Barrow Legion.
What?
Barrow Legion army, where are you going? Are you coming to hunt my
They've
one
been
more?
around there. That is the army that I've been chasing with Nikari.
Corruption thrives.
Dreadlord of Nagaroth.
Something
Fangs and
happened to
talons.
Malekith. Of my income from him dropped by half.
Couldn't tell you what it is. He's still doing pretty strong.
Feel my
You could say there's a pun here. Just print a minute pun, please.
On the prowl.
Let's go raiding.
Raiding. No rest for the wild. Such slaughter awaits.
You, Jadis. Gain a little.
Corruption of the vilest sort.
I have $400 game. I don't want to build a new building for that.
Zero, what's your best unit?
That I can currently recruit, or just in general.
Your you can recruit.
Probably a black dragon.
Corruption spreading.
Oh, yeah, there it is. That does take 3 turns, though.
Yeah, they're not cheap.
Yeah.
I'm
Also,
actually
could be
taking
used
more because my
yeah.
outpost is only level 2. So
Also, if you're considering like creating something, another good potential option are the Great Weapon Shades.
actually, you know what I need? I need ranged units.
Yeah, so the Great Weapon Shades would be a solid pickup for it.
Yeah, that is true. I will have Argoneth executioners within 3 turns.
Those also do be pretty solid.
Actually, I guess technically I already have them on one of my black arcs, but you can't build an outpost on a black arc.
Yeah, but as
Vicious
second,
Dreadlord.
second and third level outposts can recruit from anywhere. I don't know if that counts.
Yeah, I don't know if that counts or not. Probably not.
I don't think so. I think it's units that
there's
need
no-
global recruitment.
Yeah, there's no.
Because you can only recruit from black arcs when you're in range of them.
Yeah, it's not on the list of things I can grab off you.
Yeah.
How many alliance points is 25 alliance points the Black Dragon costs.
Also, there is a sea lane directly west of where I landed in Lustria. Well, not
Yeah,
quite
that
directly
one.
west, but
Yeah, that
That-
is the one. West and to the south a little bit is the one that goes to Cathay.
yeah, right in the middle of
The one at the north section of that goes up to where Malekith is
yes.
in Dolithana. Yeah. I am sending a hero over to the one that goes to Cathay currently. And hero humongous.
I was going to send a hero that causes corruption, but I think just the natural untainted of them would cancel it out, so it's not worth it.
Probably.
Yeah.
The prince guides us.
I mean, that hero can also create cults, which could be useful.
My hero I'm sending over there does spread corruption, cannot create cults. Also currently only does chaos undivided corruption. Need to level him up and get it and commit him to a god and on to others.
There was a rogue army of lizardmen and dragon ogres that appeared in my territory. Where did you guys come from? Why are you here?
How much longer until the bomb in Galleon's graveyard goes up?
Only dice can see that.
Yeah.
Only the rat knows.
Madness
More
fills
turns.
the air.
Okay. What? Nautilus, your army is half cannons!
I mean, yeah, he's that's Vampire Coast.
Yeah,
There's-
I can see 1 carronade and 2 mortars on that.
There ain't nothing wrong with that.
Oh, 3 mortars.
The strategy is to win immediately.
There's 1 cannon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mortars.
I mean, the ideal army lineup for Count Noctilus specifically is a bunch of cannons and then a bunch of like large creatures, like the Prometheans and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Until you get Necrofex Philosophy.
Actually, Fiona, have you
Yeah,
ever seen have you ever seen the rogue army called the College of Pyrotechnics?
I have not.
It's just a
It is
bunch of-
1 pyromancer in the Empire unit and 19 Hellfire rocket cannons.
Yeah.
Excellent. I don't know why you people. The Barrel Legion's not new here. They've been around. I've been
it's over at
chasing
Ulthuan. No,
Reginald
they're gone.
over there.
I just don't look at Ulthuan much.
No, he's just to the left. He's under where Count Noctilus is.
You just
Oh.
move.
And hey, it looks like Count Noctilus is your problem.
Of course he is.
He
Second
sure
I
does
take
appear to be
Marathi
balanced
away.
with all Vandal. Maybe you just need to keep like a Black Ark over there. You stocked up Black Ark.
I don't have another one. I could get one. In fact,
Maybe
I
you
could
should
probably
send
just raise an
your
army in
current-
Val's Anvil right now.
Yeah, but I'm not
I
sure if
could
you would
also just
make one
send
that is
my army over there.
like that. Count Noctilus army is a stack, so
Yes, but I can summon a second 20 stack. I have
Yeah,
the
I meant
resources to do that.
I meant.
I wish I read the
Zara.
patch notes
Yeah.
more carefully because I wonder if I've got. I'm making a lot of money now. I wonder if they just I got a buff and patch and just that's why I suddenly have so much more money.
Maybe.
The only income I remember seeing in the patch notes was that they nerfed how much Warriors of Chaos get from battles and stuff.
This is the first point where I have noticed that corruption is not just everyone takes a pie out of 100.
Yeah.
Nope. This is
Which
changed
is
from
how
2.
it was in 2.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh no. I've discovered maggot muckrat.
It seems to be coming from this,
Displeased.
which is actually a thing, because this turn my regular Shadow Rift thing was coming off cooldown.
Let's see.
Okay. How many turns is that hero going to take to get to the game? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 turns. See, I can put this brick down before.
Supreme
Stop being
sorceress of
offended,
Grant.
Come then.
How much attrition damage do I take? Actually, an annoying amount.
Dancing on.
I'll put an army in there just to. Uh-oh.
Go.
Game.
Seeing waiting for player Zara.
Yeah,
I thi-
same.
I think my game may have just crashed.
Ah,
It hitched for a second and now it's frozen.
yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a crash.
There it goes.
And I presume we will get a cascading crash out of this.
How
Or
have
will-
I killed?
Oh, stupid dice has dropped from the game. And I go, me and Fiona's still in it.
And remain there until the end of time.
No, because well, I tried to quit it, then it crashed.
I got back to the main menu without crashing.
This game is stable. That's what I want you to take away from these streams.
I mean,
Yeah.
to be fair, this is running off a post-patch save. And 2.3 or 2.2 was a pretty big patch.
Yeah, it was. I was surprised. Anyway, it is back.
That's right. The recruitment included new Regiment of Renowns. Oh, the patch included new Regiment of Renowns, but that doesn't mean shit to me because I don't get the Mono God Demon Regiment of Renowns.
Oh, hey, that means shit for me though.
Yeah, you get who was doing Slaanesh? You get a Regiment of Renown Keeper of Secrets.
Neat.
Zara, can you post the code?
Yes.
Also, we're talking about shout out for the gods of chaos for not even attempting to pretend to be not good aligned. Like you got like factions named like the Puppets of Misrule and the Slaves to Darkness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Okay.
nothing wrong with seducers of Slaanesh.
Nothing wrong
you
with Cult of
imagine,
Pleasure
like, your-
either.
Could you imagine like the like a
This
pl-
is a sex positive space. We stand seducers.
Could you imagine just like these guys trying to run like a political campaign?
Oh. In the patch notes actually made it so that outposts in Tomb Kings and Beastmen are actually used for anything. Because before you wouldn't actually get a boost the unit capacity to get any of their units.
Huh.
Oh,
But
because
2.2
yeah,
made it so that the outposts actually give unit capacity for these units.
Also, one very nice change they made in this patch is that they armies no longer like lose unit strength when they colonize ruins.
Yes.
Yeah, you
What?
can choose. They
Yep.
gave it a different another choice for colonizing. You can
that is nice.
oh no, it's not a choice. When colonizing ruins, you now take a temporary vigor penalty instead of manpower loss.
Yeah, it's very nice.
how long this loading screen will take.
You'll see.
Probably not as long as last time.
Hopefully not. It's not even halfway, though.
Yeah, mine's.
I just need to restart my computer before the stream.
Yeah.
Clear up all the junk.
Basically, every time I've played co-op, I've just when a big patch like this comes out, we've just started a new campaign instead of risking going with the one already going.
I should also actually. It is occurring to me that I never actually checked that it reinstalled on my C drive. I should do that.
Oh, yeah.
Because if I was still on a hard drive, these loading times would make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Also, you guys played the tutorial campaign they have for this game?
The
I
prologue.
did, yes.
I did not.
I really enjoyed the story of it, despite myself, because it's very basic and like bone dry, but it also just executes something you hear about in Warhammer all the time. So I really like it for that reason.
It's the story of Daniel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, this is not great storytelling, but the presentation and just the general thing that's happening is really cool. So I like it anyway.
Yeah, the prologue is just a setup for the Demon Prince, where he comes from.
It's also a setup for the main campaign.
Yeah.
That too.
Arson dying is the is the triggering event.
If I ever get like bored enough, I have like an idea for like just like a joke template for that.
Oh, yeah, Daniel was the name for Demon Prince, just came from the fucking announcement trailer of the Demon Prince customization stuff.
Huh.
Because it was showing off that you name it, and in that trailer, the name that was actually picked lots and shown lots on it was just Daniel.
That's funny. How much is there stuff
we've
going
got-
on that hasn't intersected at all? Pretty much everything in
Cathay.
the
All
desert.
of Cathay and Tomb Kings are
Yeah.
the main things we've
South
not
Africa.
really seen.
South America, rather.
Oh,
And
yeah,
Lustria
that
too.
way.
I'm heading that way, but
Yeah.
well,
It
I
has
might
not
not
interacted
be
yet,
anymore.
but-
The
Like,
Lustria Jungle Cage deathmatch.
Yeah. Technically,
There-
Zara has not hit South America yet. It's hit Middle America.
Also, I guess all of like
yes,
the
the
Badlands.
famous Middle America.
Yeah. There's also, like, I'm pretty sure Oxyotl has the entire southern wastes at this point. I can only see
You
one.
can tell the developers of this game are British because they made like North America so tiny.
In the actual Warhammer Fantasy, it is just America size. It is just shrunk for
Yeah.
the game.
The
Yeah.
world in the actual world is just our world. With Ulthuan plumped in the middle of the
Yeah,
of
like
the Atlantic.
again, like they lowest effort world building possible, or at least at the start.
When was Warhammer?
Put an entire island in the Atlantic, guys.
You mean like Atlantis?
Corruption thrives.
Listen, they have such very fine faction choices as pygmies. in Warhammer Fantasy.
Although I have to say this to you, or not to you, but I have to say, taking a setting and making it all grimdark is such an obvious inversion of things that you might as well just play it straight for how creative that is.
1983, that is how old Warhammer Fantasy is.
Wow.
Also, again, I love how you can tell like how old some factions are, just how old this game is, just because of how like the fashion choices of some people, like especially Marathi.
Oh,
Well,
Yeah,
Fantasy is 4 years before 40k.
I did know that came first.
Yeah, I could not remember. First edition of 40k rulebook was published September 1987.
Does moving a courage before the turn change what people do?
we're gonna find out. I recruited an army in Val's Anvil too.
I don't think your one stack is gonna
They're
change
coming.
Noctilus's mind.
It'll
Gotta
be
be honest.
It'll be a
TBH.
5 stack in a minute.
It did not actually change his mind. They made the exact same moves they made.
The Barrow Legion moved more to the north than
Yeah.
It's. I think they might be trying to take Nakari out together.
So, I'm wondering though, what do you think the odds are that in one of the future DLCs they release Nagash as a legendary lord?
I'm surprised it hasn't happened already.
I don't think they will.
I don't know that Games Workshop will let them.
Yeah,
Sure.
that's like.
I know Dash has a model, I think, for the end times, but I don't think he ever got a actual fantasy model.
It's because he's very interesting because he kind of like acts like the gods of chaos in that like he's very important and prominent, but he never actually appears on screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like it would be really cool to have Nagash in this game, even if like we couldn't play him just as like a legendary like lord as like an end game threat.
I would like it
in
if he
Age
was.
of
Yeah.
Sigmar.
I would like it if he was an end game
Oh, what do you want?
event.
Oh, right.
Like a big one.
Also, a thing I
Yeah.
really love about this game is like how it like puts like flavor of factions like first. Like Warriors of Chaos are very strong, like offensively, but it makes sense because they're like the apocalypse here, so it makes sense that they're very strong offensive, like in terms of like just conquering shit.
I mean, also they are just like constantly at war with each other. Warriors of Chaos that leave the Chaos Waste have to be strong because they have been fighting constantly.
Yeah, and they make them strong, which is the cool thing. Like it's balanced, but not balanced around everyone
actually,
being
so
equal.
this is
If that makes any sense.
Well, Sarah, you should have a look.
Palace.
What now?
I sent Nakari back to
Supreme
town.
sorceress of Grant.
I just got the Beastman raided and damaged all my buildings in this game, but I was building an army.
Plotting a course.
Hag sorceress of Grant.
I have indeed.
All I wanted to think of.
I think this actually delays the army recruitment. No, it doesn't. What the fuck?
Yeah, if the buildings are damaged or destroyed, it
You
pauses
will
it, but it
march.
comes back when you repair them.
Yeah.
Let all
And
tremble.
event destruction does not cost much at all to
Favored of the Witch King.
repair.
Wazak, who calls me?
Tear down these walls,
Noble of
'cause
Nagaroth.
White Tower of Hoth isn't really under threat anymore.
Why haven't I made
With noble purpose.
That's his catchphrase, right?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, every time he comes up, that's where he says.
That's again.
It's not a fight I can win.
I've a no.
Well, maybe. His army is like a third just gyrocopters.
Grombrindal famous for being up on the times of dwarven
Mhm.
ingenuity.
I'd probably just raise a second army.
Yeah.
That's the thing with dwarves. They're often very vulnerable to a
Crude
second army
dreadlord.
because they tend to not have the resources to keep another.
Yeah.
Let's get another Supreme
Chaos.
Sorceress.
And no matter how good you are, 20 to 40 is still a bad matchup.
What kind of weapons and spells do you got?
These sorceresses look so depressed.
Supreme Sorceress of Grond.
Okay. What do you get?
Stand aside.
I'm up in diplomacy.
What can I recruit that's worth
I actually already have contact with Cathay. I can start corrupting them now.
Yeah.
Oh, Karneios, nice job on the Wood Elf territory.
Yeah, they'll probably come back to recolonize it because they have, for some reason, a bunch of land outside of the Wood Elf Forest. Well, actually, I think they've only got like 3.
For the Witch King.
Lord of the Black
Hey,
Court.
hey meowing.
High Beastmaster.
Here's
Oh,
20
huh.
bucks. Don't spend it all in one place.
Orion is
Nature's
allied with
torment.
Rifleman.
Yes. Feed
I love the
minions.
AI in this game. It just
That's
does whatever.
not that weird.
I mean, yeah, but it's also like, well, the Wood Elves are also kind of like the
Time for a
fuck off, I'll
mauling.
fight you kind of guys, but I just really love how it just does whatever it wants.
Wood Elves are sort of weird because it's 50-50 how they go with the Empire, because they are technically an
Chosen
order
of
faction.
Hecate.
But
I mean, they also really like each other because they're at war with me and also all of
Also
us.
I distinctly remember, like, in Warhammer 2, there was, like, a thing because of, like, all the fighting, they, like, I think there was, like, dwarves kept on forming alliances with the Skaven because they both kept on fighting orcs. It's like,
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
so, like, Queef Headtaker would be best friends with, what's the fuck his name is, the big King Dwarf? The one with the Book of
Thorgrim.
Grudges. Thorgrim, yeah. Those who don't know, Warhammer Dwarves, their defining feature, besides being that makes them grimdark, is that they are super into revenge and have a book full of the names of everyone who has ever wronged them.
Feared by all.
For most people, it's actually races that have ever wronged them. For humans, it is not because the dwarves liked Sigmar so much.
Yeah.
The dwarf apocalypse event in this game is hilarious because it's just literally the dwarves are so pissed off that they're going to just kill everyone.
I believe it's
It's
called
also-
a bridge too far.
It's something like
It's
that.
also funny to me because, like, the dwarves are on the verge of extinction and they just materialize hundreds of thousands of dwarves to go wage their wars.
Yeah. They're so mad that they just willed more dwarves into existence just through sheer anger.
Yeah.
What does Head Grace want?
Like, there's actually a quote in one of the lore literature that talks about how, like, the dwarves are like on the verge of defeat and decay, and they're just like, yeah, we only stare between the ruins of our civilization. They should have like a follow-up one that's just like, lol, just kidding.
Haha! Eat it, Noctilus. I win.
Slaughter calls us.
It is very funny to me that before this patch, the two end times they didn't like add in yet were Skaven and Warriors of Chaos, which are the cause of the canonical end times.
Why are... Huh. Okay.
Tear flesh from
Sure.
Maybe I can see why they left off like Warriors of Chaos, just because they were the end time event in 1 and 2, so they wanted to give maybe some breathing room for like other races to shine.
Yeah, I
Also
believe
because
that is.
I think it's actually that they want to totally rework it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, like, at a certain point, the
They
Chaos
could not put
invasion
in
just did
they
not
could not put
bother
in the
me.
Chaos invasion into 3 with what they're doing with end time events.
Yeah. I would like to see them make, like, an end time event that is just the end times and make it, like, heavily scripted.
All
like,
of
events that
Westria
happen.
just gets nuked by the moon.
Well, I'd like to see certain events, like, happen over time kind of thing. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
I would
Manfred
like-
gets a bunch of power, and then Arcan gets a bunch of power later on, and kind of a cascading thing.
I would like if there was like, if it was just like somewhat randomized end time events, like serious things could happen. Like, you'd have like Return of Nagash, or you could have like,
Yeah.
or like the vortex fails and like
Oh,
chaos
I'm
surges
not
forth,
sure.
or
That'd be cool.
yeah. Or like the Great Maw erupts.
It is kind of weird that Nagash does have an end time event, technically, but it's
Kind
the
of,
Tomb
yeah.
King's end time.
Yeah.
And, like, the most dominant Tomb King does not like Nagash at all.
Yeah, only one does. Of the legendary lords.
Archon is the only one who does.
Yeah. I just remember looking at the Nagash model that they put out.
What?
That I've been watching Critical Role
Supreme
right at the end
Sorceress
of
of
the first
Grant.
season of it, and for Vecna they modified the Nagash model to become Vecna.
But, like, of them, Cetra probably likes Nagash the least.
Prince guides
I don't know if I'd say Cetra or Khalida. Like,
I am
Khalida
master
hates
of
the...
destruction.
Khalida specifically hates the Neferata, or whatever her name is.
Yeah, but that's her as a vampire, and also Nagash made the vampires.
Cetra was Nagash's the king before Nagash
Onwards!
of
Onwards!
the land there, which used to be a verdant paradise until Nagash's spell turned it all into a desert.
Yeah. It's fucking...
Watch and wait.
Yeah, this is high fantasy. So it's like a giant soap opera. So like everything bad is like, you can blame most bad things on one dude.
Going into
Well,
diplomacy.
Nagash was very powerful. That Pharaoh Legion army is fucking coming down to the Galleon's graveyard.
Oh, is that where they're going now?
That's where
Noctilus
they're
got
aimed at.
owned.
Karazar Karak is now strength rank 8. And he's
Okay.
the highest we can see outside our alliance, I think.
Oh, did the Western territories go
The
down?
northern provinces were the... Oh, no, Cetra is the highest, actually. He's number 3.
Anyway, I'm recreating the Roman Empire with rats.
I am Morathi.
I have $1,000 buying.
Immediately.
I have,
I have a special
still.
port, Cooper Docks.
By my desires.
Okay, so I've got my one army up
Black-hearted
there.
dreadlord.
Don't be a fool.
I approve.
I'm
of
recreating
his
the
dark
Opium Wars, except instead of
Lord
opium
of
that I'm
fear.
flooding China with, it's sex.
And opium. But like magic
And
opium.
opium, that's fair.
Yeah, that too.
I'm 3 turns
Tyrant
away
of
from
Nagel.
getting my hero over to
It is-
Dayland.
Baying for blood.
Kind of funny to me how like fantasy settings refuse to just have normal drugs.
Beast command.
Like it's always like something like pipe weed or like some like evil corrupting force. It's never something just like yeah, like you never have like an orc try and like sell you drugs or something like cocaine or something.
Dieter, I want you out. I
Draw your
want you
blades.
gone
We
from this
fight.
place.
Heck yeah,
I
73
require
slaves.
I had to move my demon that's sitting next to Galleon's graveyard just in case Peter came down to attack him.
I think the AI is a cheating bastard and knows there's a bomb coming. So
Yes.
Dieter is trying to colonize it.
It's possible.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Oh, Vanaheim.
Dreadlord of Nagara.
Need to go back to
In
port.
this game, I sort of just always assume the AI is a
Double
D&D
time.
cheating bastard.
I mean that's the problem with the AI cheating as much as it does is that you can never really feel like it got the best of you
Said dead.
because it cheats so much.
Yeah.
Like
I would not say that it cheats to that
Days
degree.
of the Asa are numbered.
It definitely does cheat in some ways, but I would not say it cheats to that degree.
yeah, I
Here,
agree. It
that's
definitely
some
cheats more than we
true
feel like it does, but once you see it do something that's just not possible,
them.
like have like 4 armies on one settlement without suffering bankruptcy penalties, you start getting
Well, I mean,
suspicious.
Send them
The,
to the
the end
underworld.
times takes the end time of events takes away.
Our territory
Often.
now.
Yeah.
I mean,
Good,
not for
but-
that. Just I distinctly remember, like, once I was like playing early on, I saw like a
Beastmaster.
single settlement with like 3 armies camping on it. It's just like, how the fuck are they even?
To be
I-
fair, the game has cheated a lot more in the early days than it does now.
Yeah.
What do I need in this army?
But also, depending on what's in an army, you can, like, especially for Skaven or vampire counts, who can get incredibly cheap armies.
I'm surprised I
That's
don't
fair.
have cults in the Scourge of Cain places, considering how corrupted they are.
Like, I am pretty sure, like, vampire counts with just
Dreadlord
Sylvania,
of
just
the
the one
Druid.
settlement and nothing else, could easily afford many armies off that.
A terror to
especially
their
'cause-
enemies.
Like, with magic, you kind of only really need
I tame the
zombies
untamable.
or... Oh, I found Malekith. Zombies or skeletons. I
And
hope
there's
Malekith is-
then there's the fucking Tomb Kings who just don't have upkeep.
Yeah, some kings and these
yeah.
things. They are just restricted to how many armies they can have active at one time.
Yeah, well, once you research enough to have 5 armies, that's often enough.
Now I don't
It
know.
is
Oh,
so
also
annoying
Greenskin
fighting
with-
them though when like you're like towards end game because you just smash an army and then make another one, and because they're where they live is so open ended, it's just you have to chase the armies down and it's just a complete.
Oh yeah, Tomb
nightmare.
Kings can also like get hella recruitment slots as well to restock.
They can also get a pretty good replenishment, so you have to smash them dead.
Yeah,
Searching.
I think Malekith might be over here to try and take the settlement that I just sent my army over to try and take. It's kind of annoying for me.
Imminent rebellion at Iron Spike. Oh no.
The frozen city that Malekith is right next to is a dark fortress, right?
Like having order problems, because Jesus Christ, I don't.
Yeah.
What else can I build? I got money.
Really, no corruption
Very air is tainted.
thing generally has them, because corruption gives such. Well, not Skaven corruption, but other corruptions give such control boosts. Apparently, not Slaanesh corruption for Morathi. Interesting.
Could also just be Iron Spike hasn't been around long enough.
Do not vex us further.
Or no, that's right. It's
Because
Iron Spike is completely corrupted by Skaven.
yeah, there's that, and also I realized when I was mousing over Slaanesh corruption there, it was showing my own tooltip for Slaanesh corruption. Because
No.
Be'lakor is all gods, I get the control boost from undivided corruption, and all the other mono god corruptions give different things.
You have to mouse over order to see their thing.
Actually, for Be'lakor, do you get like authority with all 4 gods and undivided?
Yes.
Okay.
Like on my Be'lakor, like the unique skill line for Be'lakor gives authority for all of it, and like on my Be'lakor army now, I've got 10 undivided, I think 5 each of Slaanesh and Zinch, and then 3 Pawn and 4 Nurgle, or something like that.
Okay.
Can't believe I'm Brindle attack.
Well, I'm really
Surprise.
scared for like. No, I'm waiting for
Yeah,
players.
I also see where you can. Okay, there we go.
The thing I'm really scared for is the end time event because that's gonna probably require us to fight a lot of battles.
Yeah.
So
Definitely gonna slow
everyone
things
get lightning
down.
struck on your lords.
Enemies!
Unfortunately, my biggest problem is that I'm probably going to rely on the powerful vassals I'm making. Because, my effectiveness is cut in basically half if I don't have Slaaneshi corruption, because then I can't summon disable armies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
You want
am.
Wolfric?
I am so spread out that I just don't know. I don't know what to expect. I need to know what event it is before I can start reacting to it.
Yeah, luckily you've got 10 turns on that. I am very spread out, but in a way that
Orc
doesn't.
is probably the best for us.
Okay, so I don't think we're gonna get any event that we have like allies with. So I think
No, I'm pretty
matter.
sure.
Skaven
Events
and
also
Dark-
break those.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't
I
think.
whatever.
meant like
I'm
for
pretty
I meant
sure-
factions that we're currently playing.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't think we can get Skaven because this is a save from before the patch.
Nah, I was thinking of that too.
I
Yeah.
also believe you don't get the bonus for end times you're a part of.
Yeah. It would just be. NPC
Oh wow, Valky is dead.
Ah. Malekith
Fucking
ended.
rip.
Oh, that's ruined. So I don't know who took over the Valkyr's final province.
Yeah, it could be Clan Molder. I think they're around there.
Yeah, it could be Skaven. That would make sense for it to be runes.
No, it would be either Malekith or like surrounding where she was.
Desire?
It is a bunch of dark
Oh.
elves, and then also the.
Oh yeah, that's
Northern
not what
tribe.
I was thinking of. The other Chaos Lords up there. Where is she?
Who
She's,
raised,
She's
who
north
raised
of
the
Malekith.
Palace of Ruin, for that matter? And Spite Reach.
Yeah. I finally have another Dark Fortress.
I'm opening diplomacy.
Destructive, this one. Useful.
Ah, he's almost at the point where you can. My second army is one level away from becoming a demon.
I can't actually do anything about Cetra, so I'm just gonna leave that on other people and deal with Cathay.
Dreadlord needs to stop screaming at me.
Good enough.
I'm amazed that with an army and a half, I'm
Don't
strength
hold
8
back.
team.
Oh, it counts your allies.
To the vengeful
No,
slaughter.
for strength
Well,
rank,
the-
it does not.
Oh, yeah, 18. Yeah.
Man the garrisons.
I think it might count your vassals.
Hey, I think I just won.
Ooh!
Oh, you got the
Okay.
short victory?
I must have got the short victory. Yeah.
Yeah, so we can just... Oh, multiplayer campaign victory. We can just
Cool.
continue campaign.
Yeah,
See
we
the
can.
end time.
Neato. I'm gonna continue campaign. I do enjoy watching the little time lapse as to see
Multiplayer
how the
victory.
world changes, but it takes a very long time.
That's interesting. Cathay has fully unified.
Oh yeah, multiplayer campaign victory is just 100. Raise or conquer at least 100 different settlements.
Oh, I guess
That's so little.
that's
Yeah.
it's 100 different settlements is quite a few.
I mean, let's see, a long campaign victory is just yourself, 80 different settlements as well as like specific factions. And then a domination campaign victory is 272 different settlements. So 100 for multiple people is not much.
Simpson, who are you people? Why are you in my territory? Why are you next to my capital?
Have 50 bucks, man.
This lizard man, where did you come from?
Where did you go? Where did you come from, Lizard Man Joe?
They're not hostile. They're just rogue armies, and they're just camping out next to my cities.
Dieter, I am so tired of your shit.
Waiting on an action from another player. I could tell them to leave, but I'm afraid if they declare war on me, they'll just start taking my cities.
Hero, get in the fucking there. Just there. My hero will arrive in Cathay in 2 turns.
Sending my hero is actually basically pointless, I think.
Set the sail.
Because the money I'm giving gives so much
Lord of
more.
the wild things.
Yeah.
And I have the resources to support giving that money every turn.
Yeah.
We roam.
I finally constructed an outpost in fucking
Ready to
turns.
pounce.
Dark power. Taking control.
I could just give 20 bucks to the Shrine of Cain and vassalize them then and there.
Yeah.
I also just don't really have a reason to. They're not causing me problems. They like me, so... I'm probably getting as much money out of them with a trade deal as I would if they were my vassal.
Yeah.
Because their combined net worth appears to be 1,000 gold.
I'm gonna be turning the jungles of Lustria purple.
Hell, yes.
What if it was purple?
Is Dieter von Karlsruhe finally fucking...
He's still hanging around.
He's
with
gone back to Ulthuan.
Yeah. He is sandwiched between
Yeah,
3
he is.
armies currently.
Yeah,
He's in a
I
pretty
meant
bad
because
spot.
he is because he is surrounded. Will he finally be destroyed?
I'll probably attack my Black Ark, because that seems to be the cool thing that people do.
Your Black Ark could attack him this turn.
No, he can't.
No,
Lord of the
move.
Black Core.
I moved him. Whatever.
Oh
He's
yeah,
all
you
moved
did.
out.
I don't know why I have the movement range for
But
it.
that black arc specifically is the one that killed Tyrion twice. So I don't think they're gonna win. Oh, and Noctilus at this point.
Also, they're a half-dead army.
Yeah, it's not looking too good.
Wait, why is the Western Provinces still on there? I got a message saying they confederated with the Northern Provinces.
What did I tell you? I just know that they're there.
Bizarre things are happening.
What do you want, Harganath? The non-aggression pact. No. There's no money in that for me.
Are they just coming to everyone with a non-aggression pact?
I'm just gonna kill that
That's
dark
a
elf.
that's a different Dark Elf faction. Excuse me.
What do you want, Grom? No, I like my very high reliability.
So did I.
Grom the Paunch thinks his biggest threat is Zara.
I'll take
They're
it.
on the other side of the
Murphy
world
will
from
hear
each
your
other.
insignificant
Also, just to let you know, I just took his starting location.
Hey, my reliability went up. It's at low now.
Fucking, there are rats up his ass.
Defensive alliance with Wolfric? Nah.
Ulfric cannot be trusted.
It's true.
He does very much like us, though.
He very much liked me, and then still declared war on one of my vassals.
The AI does not appear to recognize vassals.
Yeah, there's a mod about that. That I use.
Ambush foiled.
Okay, Pio, it's time for you to go into Britannia.
I forgot that you named one of your generals Pio.
Sort of.
Oh, there we go.
There goes the
Very
Dread
much
Fleet.
sort of.
Whoop. Galleon Graveyard got duked.
Sure did.
Soon
Green
design
now.
when I finish moving that off. This thing.
I have begun turning the jungle purple. Frinley van Horstman. You have a dumb name. I'm gonna go kill you.
The problem with Deedon
I
is
am
that
going.
he's not actually attacking, so he is always on fucking full speed,
Dark Savage.
which means I am incapable of catching up and doing battle with him.
Oh, hey, the
Yeah, I'm
Tomb King
crazy.
swooped in and took out Grombrindal.
Ah.
Don't know how I feel about that one. I need a front line.
A voyage.
Don't come looking for one for me.
What in God's name am I gonna fill this army with? Got some Sisters of Slaughter in
Slaanesh
there.
has such a weird army makeup.
Yeah.
They don't really have ranged units. They don't have ranged units. Full stop. They don't really have a front line.
Ooh, I can build the Temple of All.
Yeah, Warriors Chaos Demon is kind of suffering from the fact they're just one army split in four.
No, I would say that Chaos Demons lines up. They're very focused, but they are still a cool army.
No.
Oh dear.
I'm pretty sure what they want
more
from
that
you is to make
implies
your
that they're, one
Marauders.
army
Waste my time.
Oh yeah. Pretty sure what they want from you is for Slaanesh specifically is to have a front line of Marauders.
Yes.
I meant
That's
more along
true.
the lines.
They're also my basic garbage unit,
orders.
so...
Hell Scourges
It's
aren't
more-
too bad.
Lord of the Black Court.
It's more that in the actual tabletop game,
Shattered Realm. Beast
War Demons of Chaos is one army book, and I don't think it's super large compared to the
Satisfy
other
your
ones.
bloodlust,
I mean,
minions.
the restrictions of Army Book on
Who seeks me?
Creative Assembly for Total Warhammer doesn't really exist. Because they have gone beyond Army Books in the past.
But they stick to it as a base. They'll probably flesh it out more as we get DLC, but
I mean,
Ever-
Slaanesh's army makes sense for what it's trying to do. I wouldn't say
Right.
it, like, needs modifications.
it's more the
just
breadth of the
bizarre.
unit is what I'm talking about.
Spreading terror.
Yeah.
Dark power.
Discounting
No
regiments
rest.
for now, I think I've got about as many units as
Cut.
everyone else.
Sight.
It's just they all focus on one thing, which is flanking.
What is this foolishness?
Yeah.
May have. The rebels at Iron Spike have actually spent time to build up an army
My
now.
visions predict failure.
Ah,
I told you to fucking deal with these Skaven.
Friends.
Yeah. Well, now I think about it, they do fill out the roster a lot of just having a lot of the generic like Furies and whatnot. It also helps.
Yeah.
I think Slaanesh Furies also get the Devastating Flanker trait.
I believe every Slaanesh unit gets the devastating flankers trait.
Yeah.
I do feel like they do kind of like get a bit sparse just because of like the limitations of the army book size. But I'll have to actually look up, see
What?
like, the roster compared to other factions.
Excuse me?
Ah, Galleon's Graveyard was their last fucking city, so they're suiciding
This
into a
isn't.
city.
This isn't.
No, this is
Nautilus,
Silostra,
This is
yeah.
a drone.
Oh, that's
Nautilus is
Silostra.
dead.
Oh, that is Silostra Deofon's actual army too. Ah,
Yeah, that's all they have left. I took their only city.
oh, then the same reasoning applies. I just got the fact wrong.
Well, guys, we finally rid the world of vampire pirates. It wasn't worth it.
I think Luthor is still around somewhere.
Yeah, I think.
All
everything's
right.
still around.
To be
Yeah,
fair,
'cause he would
we
be-
could just also just go to
'Cause
Luster
we-
and find out the Hunts Marshal.
Zara can solve that
Eh,
problem.
yeah, I'm
for
on my
us,
way.
hopefully.
We can see the Hunts Marshal already because he is at war with me.
Yeah, same.
I think he declared war on me, and I called everyone in on it.
I think so.
I think that is what happened there.
He's actually got
You
a
want
good
Walford.
chunk of Lustria.
Yeah.
No.
He might be a little scary.
To be fair, I don't actually know how much of Lustria he has. For all we know,
Yeah.
everywhere beyond what we
presume,
see is
I am
someone
making
else's.
I am
Hey,
making
what-
this joke because in one campaign I played as Krokgar, the Huntsman Marshal's expedition conquered all of the New World, and then
Yeah, one thing
confederated with Reichland, and then
One thing
Reichland
I-
declared war on me.
One thing I do know
You
is that,
carry
like,
yourself with
the
much
strength
dignity.
bar on the turn
For
order
a
balance of
corpse.
power has been like pure green for me to the Hunts Marshals every time I've noticed it.
Non-aggression pact.
Yeah. For all we know, they've just been pushed up out of Lustria.
Yeah, sure. You guys
And
are cool.
we can see 6 settlements.
I
Have to go
noticed-
into diplomacy to see if we can see it, if there's.
I
any
noticed
more.
this turn that apparently Cetra really likes me, which is odd.
Yeah. Well, Tomb King's like power.
Also, I'm at war with the Chevaliers.
Wait, the Sword of Cain was drawn?
Oh no, my vassal died, so now I no longer have a positive income. Which means I
Apparently it was.
When was this? When was the Sword of Cain drawn?
It was probably Nocrusith or whoever.
Is it time?
I mean, it
March,
had to.
Render.
It had to have been the Scourge
To
of Cain who
arms,
drew
rookie.
it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Claim this place.
Wait, I'm sorry. Oh, the drowned are not dead. They have another army next to Elysia.
Oh. Those are some good
I think that's
regiments right
actually
now.
the same army. They just didn't die the first time.
Hag sorceress of Grom.
Odds aren't good the second time.
Fear the dark.
I'm opening diplomacy.
Oh, another thing they added, they must have added the mentor skill for.
Oh, while you're
Lords and
there,
heroes.
can you
Yeah,
look
that
at
was in
broken axes
2.2.
like strength rating? While I'm curious if they have
Sure.
any other armies alive.
Yeah, 2.2 added the mentor skill. It is.
The broken axe is strength 86.
Okay, their army's dead. I can go
Mother
act
of
without
the
fear.
The hunt masters. Where are they on this list? Empire. The hunt masters have 10 settlements.
So there's 4 that we cannot see. That
I
is
watch from the
probably,
shadows.
Like, that's a good chunk of lost to probably.
I assume it's just a bunch of the ones in the same place, same
Oh.
province that we can't see.
I was actually kind of scared of that Philip Billings army, but it's like half dead and suffering attrition because they're in Skeggy land. So they're as good as dead at this point. The New
Also
World
just-
colonies are not going to be around much longer.
Retuk us quasu.
What's the play, Dieter?
Also, to speed up my conquest of sieges, I am just having an army full of Skaven slaves hit claw all around.
Peerless.
Let dwarf go. Little bugger.
What the dwarf doing?
He's running away from me because he's scared.
Nine.
It's one dwarf and a unit of slayers slowly suffering attrition running through my lands.
Success awaits.
Chase him down.
Dreadlord, awaiting command.
Ooh,
GP record.
Guard of Nagaron. I can't afford anymore.
Dieter might take Handtail, but
Corruption is
I
right.
don't really
Dread
care, so I can
Commander.
just take it right back.
We have a deal.
And also attrition means that he's just basically dying a lot anytime he's in my lands, because they're so Slaanesh corrupted.
Yeah.
Imagine Slaanesh corruption is just like your soldiers just see what they think is a hot lady and just
Anchors
wander
away.
off.
That's kind of
Feel
Marathi.
my power.
Imagine your skeletons just see a hot lady, and they're like,
Well, you see-
well,
you see
I'm down
Fiona.
to bone.
You see Fiona puts on sunglasses. They got a boner.
That is the same joke I just made.
It really is, yeah.
Bring a stampede!
We're
I was
just very
very
prepared to make
Man,
that
me the
joke.
case.
Tear flesh from bone!
Much like the boner.
Killing high elves.
Such slaughter awaits.
I was also distracted by the fact I'm trying to figure out which of the Skaven infantry serves melee the best. And God, they are all trash.
Stormvermin.
That's very good.
I got a cult I got a cult in your place, Zara.
Where?
Yeah.
I have a lot of
Cult
places.
in the Great Arena.
Uh,
Oh wait, no, that's Malekith's place. Never
okay.
mind.
Yeah, I didn't know where that was. I wouldn't
I mean,
doubt
it's
that it was
purely
mine. but-
based on, like, the demon factions can't get cults in their own places, but anything else is free reign, really.
True.
As long as corruption's there.
I mean, I wouldn't mind.
No, if I proliferate cults, there doesn't need to be corruption there.
Well, yeah, the button.
Charlie the Slimy doesn't appear to be doing good.
Nice. Slimy.
All of my armies claim they're getting attrition, despite the fact that I'm not. getting below 0.
You know, with a name like Dieter von Karlsbruck, I expected someone like a necromancer or something, not like a monstrous vampire lord.
Not a big hulking beast.
God, why have I forgotten the name of what type of vampire that is?
That's too many. Yep.
Straight away. Ghoul King.
Yes, that's what it is.
Never.
Yeah, I keep misremembering Strigoi and Necrox. So I know.
What's your plan, Dieter?
I know you got the Von Carsteins, which is standard vampire.
Yeah.
You got Lamians, which is Nefertara, and they are
What?
like espionage shit. What does Elithanar want?
And you know what's
I
like,
am at war with him because he declared war on Malekith.
Ah, yeah.
That seems like a poor decision on
Wait, he
his
wasn't?
part.
He wasn't already at war with Malekith? How?
The war might have gotten stopped when the forced
Oh,
vassalization.
yeah, probably.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Anyway, Charlie the Slimey's fucking dead, you hear me?
Anyway, you've got Lamian, who are a lot more social and basically spy-like of vampires.
He lives.
And there's the
He
fucking
makes slimy.
Christ, Charlie!
Yeah, vampire coast have the ability to regenerate now.
Fuck off, Dieter. I'm tired of your shit. He
of all these
also
vampires.
survived!
Get fucking percentage.
I'm so tired of these vampire shit.
I love the fact that Charlie the Slimy is not going to be able to recover at all.
No.
Yeah.
So he's just going to stay there. I mean, Silustra might come back.
Celestra,
I don't think she is currently dead, so I think that he is going to die of attrition before that happens.
Yeah, I think it's probably. I actually don't remember what Celustra's
I don't know if you can
unique skill
replace.
tree does.
I think it's at least 5.
Some, especially vampires, have ones where you can get their wound time down to fucking 1 or 2 turns. That's why I was saying that I don't remember if Celestra has that in her unique skill tree. Because she did be a ghost. Not just a vampire, she's a full ghost.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
They actually built up an army, but they still lose. Thanks, guys.
Enslave them.
GG.
Rip the Rakaf Dynasty. Okay, Belikor.
Oh, hey, they were my new friends.
Send them to the underworld.
Oh, hey, Knockers drew the Sword of Cain again.
Close victory.
Why?
That's just spearmen.
Your guess
Satisfy
is
your
as good as
bloodlust
mine.
minions. We
No.
claim this place.
Sword of Cain is quite good.
It's very good.
Oh, I
Yo,
could.
but literally he has very little money, and all of his places are very low on order.
He's got the Sword of Cain. He doesn't need money.
He explicitly does. That's the downside of the Sword of Cain.
So I just found Karl Franz's army
Lord of the
over in
Wild
Festus
Things.
Lands. And he has 5 units, all of them nearly dead, or 4 units and himself, all of them nearly dead. 3 of them are coming from Kislev. He has himself, Karl Franz. He has the Regiment of Renowned Free Company Pistol Dudes. He has, what's that? Winged Lancers, Light War Sleds, and Horse Archers from Kislev.
Cool.
Oh. You've taken the that city dice. Neat.
Oh yeah, it does cost actually.
Black-hearted.
I guess I can finally move this black.
We have a deal.
I forgot that picking up.
I
this
approve of
costs
these
actually
dark
roll.
deeds. With haste.
Actually.
I admire your darkness.
Oh, I've got to. Let's get this that army anyway.
These fucking vampires.
Admiral Carl. Got a gleaming pennant.
Double time. Anchors away.
How scheming. No.
Oh, you're a vassal of the decadent.
Your
Why
will
have I
be
at war
done.
with you already?
For Kay.
Vassal of the decadent host.
What?
Possibly they were vassalized before, like, while you were already at war.
I don't know. I'm at war with them now, anyway. That gives me important money-making opportunities.
Alright, I need to open up diplomacy. I'm slacking on my work of corrupting China.
The thrill of battle awaits.
Oh no, it made it to level 20.
Occupy
Now
this
it turns
place.
into evil. How many souls is that going to cost?
Tyrant of Naga.
5,000? Yeah, I've been making enough for that. I now have...
Pretty sure.
That fucking head is tiny, what? Oh, it's only tiny in the little... portrait, so.
In about 5 turns, I'll be able to corrupt the northern provinces, whichever is the bigger one is right now.
Probably northern provinces. Now Ying tends to be the bigger of the two.
Corruption of the vilest sort.
Druki
Yes,
sorceress.
it is marrying, so.
Ran the other way.
Master of cruelty.
That's already a pretty beefy army.
Jesus
Sorceress.
Christ. I spent all of the money I could
What is
and
your
I'm ending
dark
this turn with
purpose?
24,000.
All-powerful sorceress.
You know what? Fuck it.
I
Start
can
corrupting the
spend-
western provinces too
What do
while
you
I'm at it.
seek?
Yeah, I need to find an arm. I have yet to see an army in Cathay, so my hero needs to keep
Behold,
moving through their
true
lands to
power.
find somewhere that I can place down a rift.
I also need to get into contact with Kislev, because they're probably my next target after Cathay.
Yeah.
Dragons?
Effectively, what I'm doing at home is I'm corrupting, for people at home, I'm corrupting every large human faction.
Dark sorcery.
I love this one army that I have that's just, it's 4 units of Dread Spears, 4 units of Dark Shards, and then 2 units of Rattling Gunners.
Also large elf factions, but
Supreme sorceress of
most of
Grog.
the elves aren't really a problem for me.
Okay, I've got 5 turns remaining on Zinch being Ascendant, so I need to put down a rift before that ends.
Wood elves are powerful, but they've kind of been smashed up real bad.
I also just realized I don't know if they've fixed that bug in multiplayer yet. I hope they didn't fix that. The one where my amount of rifts I can put down hasn't been decreasing.
Oh, yeah.
Because I have still the only uses that I've gotten is the like starting fight that you have, because you start at like your first fights and things is against the Tzeentch demon faction.
Huh.
And so the only uses of that I've gotten has been from that.
I can't give Dorothy money. Jesus Christ. Taliesin has been fucking wrecked.
Taliesin has one actual settlement. It's also got a fort. Yeah.
It's actually got two. It's got
Where's-
Marienburg and Grungzent. But
Oh, it's just
Grungzent's not
Marienburg,
giving
yeah.
them anything.
Yeah, Grungzent is shit all. That is just an outpost. I mean, Marienburg also wouldn't really be given too much, I don't think. No, Marienburg is also just an outpost, so it's not really getting shit off from either of the
Yeah,
settlements.
they're effectively out of this fight.
I love that the Galleon's graveyard is just the same, except now it has chaos flags around it.
As is Dorothy, for that matter. He only
Yeah.
has two places as well.
Yeah,
that are
Durthu
just-
is Caravon and Carrick as Garage. That's it. I kicked them out of their forest.
Yep, they're effectively out of this game.
For now.
Here's a random question. You are causing the apocalypse in this world. What faction do you lead?
Pretty sure I am currently causing the apocalypse.
I mean, the really funny thing too about like the demons of chaos, like Vassals Apocalypse, is that like 90% of the territories that you own by the Vassals are just completely normal.
Yeah. Like
Oh,
the
hi.
Mono God Warriors of Chaos at least have their vassals spread the god corruption.
Fear my
But that is not the
if-
case for the Unrighted.
If we're looking at the world, like, Slaanesh owns all of Ulthuan, effectively all of fucking North America.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Like in the Puppets of Misrule campaign I'm doing, like I vassalized like all of not China and up to like basically a straight vertical line up until like you get to not Europe and not Africa. And 90% of the territory is just normal. Except for the occasional place where you just see like an eyeball growing out of the ground.
I just noticed that Nokrisith has a last name now. He earned one.
Ah.
Good job, buddy.
Also, most of my vassals hate me, but not for the reasons you think.
Most of my vassals hate me because, well, actually, my only vassal does not hate me. Malekith, I think, actually likes me.
My vassals
not
hate me
China
not.
is going to fucking despise me.
The reason my vassals hate me isn't because I conquered them. The reason they hate me is because I conquered other people and vassalized them, and that counts as a treaty, so they're mad that I conquered these other people.
Yeah, Norscan are fine with being vassalized, like forcibly vassal. Partly because like the way Warriors of Chaos do it is kind of different.
We have we are at 100 factions left.
100 factions remain.
Yeah. Of course, we have
And
we have
a bunch of
multiple
them are
people.
pirates and such.
What's
What's happening at Trace? Okay, so whatever the slimy did get
I march
replaced,
onwards.
but not with what's her face, with Robbie Thompson.
Ah,
Good old
of
Robbie
course,
Thompson.
Robbie.
Oh, that's why he's sieging, because the city has walls. I was like, why is he sieging? Just gonna fucking beat him. Go away. He survived. He
What
survived.
lies ahead?
Fucking get owned.
They must have tweaked, like,
Oh, Robbie Thompson isn't a man. He's a zombie pirate deckhands mob.
I want them dead.
He's too powerful. You better flee.
Torture them first. Cower before my might.
I caught the dwarf.
This was your destiny.
Oh, I found Miao Ying, the storm dragon.
Sorceress of the Dark Convent.
What heroes can I recruit?
I'm up in diplomacy.
Master.
Hey, Marion.
A vile corruption spreading.
I've like a shit ton of money. I don't care. I've got more.
Oh, son of a bitch, Malekith.
Witch elf priestess.
He took the Fortress of the Damned, one of the other dark fortresses up there.
Be ready. Ever onward.
Fear my malice.
Beyond even Quaish.
Shield. Why are you hiding in there?
Xiaoming is also quite corrupted at this point.
Yeah.
Well,
Fucking vampire corruption. I'm gonna have a rebellion at the Galleon's graveyard. Because of vampire corruption. Very slowly my chaos corruption will build up, but I'm definitely gonna have a rebellion before that point.
do you have the commandment that's producing
Black-hearted
corruption?
dreadlord.
Yep. It is just also only +3.
Yeah.
I'm getting one undivided corruption a turn because vampire corruption being at 100 means that all others get a -5.
Perfidious winds.
No, the garrison's not. What's that? 3 Marauders, 2 Chaos Warriors, Lord Horsemen, Chaos Warhand.
Go
Marauder.
dragons.
Nordland is, who I forgot was one of my vassals, is also building an outpost there, so my garrison will be a little bit better. It's not going to be good.
Did I do? Oh, right. Yes, I did do it this turn, but I fought a battle. I was like, why do I suddenly have so much money even though I spent so much of it? That's right. I did fight.
Ready to ravage.
Fighting is a very good way to
Mother
make
of the
money.
Dark
Assuming you can win.
Yeah.
If you cannot, it is suddenly not a very good way to make money.
What should I do with this army? I don't even know. I'm gonna send you home so you can recruit better units.
No rest. Moving
I'm
on.
just boxing Dieter in so he dies to attrition. Because I'm tired of his shit.
I don't care.
I still have a quest for Mikari to get like a special weapon but I'm just not doing it. I
mean,
don't.
that's fair.
I don't really need it.
Pillage and plunder.
It also gives a paltry amount of money. I am a long days off from win 5,000 money. We're below 100.
99. Somebody. Oh, it was the broken axe.
Yeah, in the Publicist rule game, I was fighting so many vampire accounts that, like, I think, like, right now before I stopped playing the game, I had like 600,000 coins in its treasury.
Jeez.
What? How do you have more of an army?
Well, they're vampire counts, so they have access to raise dead.
No, they're vampire ghosts, so they can just create stuff. Those
Oh,
actually
vampire
have-
ghosts also have access to raise
Yeah.
dead. They both-
Vampire Ghost has like every mechanic
Please.
too.
Please be dead.
A little bit.
Nope. That. Well, on the plus side, you appear to have 2 gifts left there for a moment.
I just want them dead.
Never. I don't think they can die from attrition.
That's fine. I've killed them many times already.
Well, you haven't killed them enough, so that's really who's the blame.
I
here.
think they might have adjusted something because
God damn it. Well,
in a
I lured
lot
you
of-
out.
in a lot of the battles in which in a lot of the battles that one side starts, they can live if they retreat. I've noticed so far.
They're not retreating. They're just surviving off the fact
Well, yeah.
that sometimes Vampire Coast survives after losing a battle.
Now, just imagine that, but imagine it happening like 4 times every turn, and that was.
How does this army have 2 gifts of Slaanesh?
Is there a hero in there?
Oh, that might be it. Yeah.
Okay, now just imagine like the armies are attacking you and constantly reviving, and that happens like 4 times a turn, and that's how the vampire apocalypse goes.
How'd you have a bigger army than you attacked me with?
Damn it.
For the Druki.
What is happening?
Marathi
Oh,
commands
fuck
you.
off. Taliesin managed to wound my
It is
super
ours.
warlock engineer. That's fucking bullshit.
I mean, yeah.
Enchanting beauty.
Marathi didn't even gain a level from that fight. It's so sad. Oh no, it's Conroy Gutbub.
Dieter is looting 50 gold from me.
Believe it or not, Conroy Gutbub is not a pirate coast. They're a vampire coast character.
Everyone, what will I do? Dieter is taking 50 gold.
Kill him.
I would if I could.
You know, that's fair.
I found some gold.
Also, I'm probably gonna start shit with the Bear Legion soon.
Join
David of the
club?
Witch King.
Start?
Yeah, I think the rest of us are all already at war with them.
Oh, I'm not at war with them.
He declared war on us for some reason. I don't know why.
Declared war on me.
Destruction.
Me. Not even my vassals. Declared war on me.
How is Dice not at war with him?
I
might have
don't
taken
know. Might
I
have taken
think
a
a
piece
peace
of
tree like a little weakling.
Maybe. That's the only thing I can guess.
Strange tides.
Still have a 3. Let's get
Belko.
a sorcerer's cat.
We'll get the fuck.
Druki
So
Lord.
far away. How is that the same province?
I shall be the ever chosen.
Feel my whip.
I am already starting shit with the Vampire Legion because I'm tired of their
Wield
bullshit.
the wild.
Speaking of shit, eat some Chevaliers, whatever. I don't fucking know. French isn't real.
Chevalier.
Chevalier de Lioness.
Chevalier, these
Leonese.
nuts. I'm so clever.
Leonese.
To the
You
Chevalier.
can hear it.
I
You
think.
can hear it constantly whenever you play her. It is one of her
Dark
quite
sorceress.
common voice lines.
What else did you want? You're gonna go south too to recruit better units.
Traveling. Ancient one.
All right, hero.
As you say.
Follow.
Oh yeah, I've got another Slaanesh. One of the gifts of chaos I can get for my Slaanesh slot gives all Slaanesh characters the ability Sonic Boom.
Madness fills the air.
Make all of my Slaanesh characters Guile.
Gotta go fast, man.
Guile, well known for going fast.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, yeah, he goes so fast he makes a sonic boom.
Dreadlord of Nagaroth.
I guess that's it. I kind of love that Ulthuan is basically just left to its own devices now.
I am
Yeah,
denied.
because. Well, not with these fucking
quite.
vampires.
Can't be done.
I'm so fucking tired of these vampire shit.
But they're not tired of you.
I'm fucking taking their buildings.
They've made it up to a 1,300 positive income.
What do you seek? Mother of the Dark Convent.
It turns out Dark Fortresses make a big difference.
Demon Prince.
1,500. That's adorable.
I will never get
No,
over it.
not as high as 1,500. 1,300.
I will never get over just how the Plague Priest just sounds like Words' Timmy voice.
I mean, 1,300 positive income with 2 full armies is pretty good for the fact that I only have 3 real settlements.
That's true.
Quasuras.
Fiona will have 4 because Fiona will take midnight.
Corruption of
Alright, hold on guys, I'm almost done. I also love some of the jokes they throw in the tech trees. Like, one of the technologies that Skaven get is reject poor recruits. Yeah, we've developed a more selective screening process.
That is like a technology, I guess.
I mean, it kind of is a technology. I do consider like managerial techniques some kind of like a technology, but it's just really funny to me. That's the thing they actually have to do.
I think Nagaround is more powerful than me again.
Probably.
I think it really just depends on whether Malekith recently won a battle or not. how much of his army is intact.
Yeah. Depends on if Malekith is on the map or not.
What is
like a
dead
I don't
should
think
dead
Mal-
we've
remain.
balance of
seen
power.
Yet
Malekith
here you
die.
are.
Yeah.
God, this trade agreement.
I actually do wonder, like, what's the funniest way to gain the like faction power rating?
Please, please die.
He lives. Look, it's Wolfheart.
Why does his army keep getting bigger? Is my question.
I
The
told
more you
you,
kill
this.
them, the more powerful they become.
Death
Like
and
Raised Dead
carnage
does
wait.
improve, like increase based on casualties that have happened in fights in the area.
Jesus
Fight
Christ.
them.
I have to actually send an army over here.
How else we defeat the dread of Ronald?
Ronnie King.
They
I
have
am
been
barely-
wearing down my garrison so much.
Barely coherent tonight. I don't know what the hell's going on. I am just, my brain
Enter
is
and
dead.
speak. For time is a luxury of which you have little.
Military access for the World Walkers. Frankly, Wolfric, I don't like you very much. No reason. I just.
But he likes you.
I think he's more scared of me than he likes me.
Nope. The fucking deck mob is in charge of that stack again.
Yeah.
And now it's called Ronnie King.
Oh, I encountered Kairos. I actually thought Kairos would be dead because the others still around there.
Murderous
no.
lord.
Marcus
Oh, God.
Wolfheart, you clever dog. He attacked me in the city that I took and lost, but he weakened my army, and so Conroy Gutbub came in behind him and started sieging him.
Hello, Rapunzel. Okay, Rapunzel's finally deigned to show herself, and she's brought a 20 stack with her. I have no
course.
idea what's in the 20 stack, but I really hope it's all peasant bowmen.
Dieter is dead.
Dieter will never die.
Onwards.
He lives on in my
Lord of the
heart.
Black Court.
Yes. Where the fuck is the
Killed in goddamn battle.
Oh, Sigvald. There.
I'm opening diplomacy.
Attack!
No, okay, never mind. I attacked. So Conroy Gutbub was sieging my city. I attacked him, and he ran away.
What now?
Yeah, that'll happen.
Alright, shout out to my 70% ambush chance. That's very, very helpful.
Black Heart.
But
I
since
wish
that's
I
my
could
black
ambush.
arc, I can't actually chase him onto land, so he lives for now.
Hey, Fiona, can you move that army you have approaching that settlement just a little bit more south? The one towards Montfort?
I was gonna take Montfort because I have Castle Bastogne.
Alright.
I am the first sorceress.
Do you want it more? Because I can be convinced otherwise.
Tyro.
That's fine. Do you want everything north of that then? And I'll just start moving inward.
Sure.
Alright.
Just create a border here. I'm mostly doing that because I don't really have anything else interesting to do. Like, corrupting China is, like, powerful, yes, but it's not particularly interesting.
I was wondering what you were gonna do. Also, do you want Aquitaine?
I'd like it. It was either
Alright.
that or hand you Bordello.
Oh, here we're going up north. Makes sense for you to have all this. So yeah, just offer a trade in the diplomacy menu. I'll just give it to you.
Destruction lies beyond.
You have to do that, I believe. Because you're offering the...
Opening diplomacy.
Battle at last.
I was gonna maintain the siege, but I might lose if another army shows up, so...
For Nagaroth, for victory! Man the walls!
Oh wow, those dwarves are not doing good.
Oh, wait. I didn't want to occupy this settlement.
Druki servant!
Oh, you can't abandon it.
I can. Is it worth it? It's uninhabitable. Yeah, I don't want this.
Team Kings there are probably going to
Noble of
start
Nagaroth.
doing shit now. I could come over because Wasteland is fine for me, I guess. I could send Nakari over once I'm done on Ulthuan.
I will take any money you want to give me for this.
Sure. I've got plenty.
She's a Dreadlord. Let's give her...
Counter offer.
Enacting my dark desires.
Should I give
that would
Aurora
not
the
work.
name Poison Blade or Head Reaper?
Wait, maybe something else is going. This is a mess.
Oh, Zara is doing something. So.
Yeah, Zara is doing something currently.
Give her Poison Blade.
Well, I think I know what happened with that, so let me just make you 10,000 gold.
Black-hearted dread.
Oh, I can't actually decide how much gold I'm going to give you.
Oh.
Dreadlord of
Something's
Nagaroth.
going on with game.
It has been lagging pretty badly.
Yeah, I noticed, like, my entire turn has been trying to get my hero over in Cathay to complete his full movement.
Plotting a
and
course.
during the times that he was moving very slowly.
Ferocious.
And did you get the settlement? No, I'll send it to you again.
I think I know what happened there. That was my fuck up.
Fangs and talons.
Sure, the menu here isn't that intuitive.
Yeah. I
Hail,
put
beast
the
of
gold
Druki.
in, but instead of saying yes, that is how much
With
gold I
haste.
want to give in exchange, I just hit the confirm deal
ocean
button or
awaits.
the confirm counter offer button.
True power unleashed.
Who's Festus's army?
Cirrus.
Oh, if I want to attack
Guided
Festus,
by
I probably have to actually play that one out.
Cruel sorceress.
Okay, let's get some real stuff in this army.
Hey, Malekith is back to being a whole bunch of money.
One chariots. Ooh, one dread knights.
Wish I was a Zinch faction so I could take Fortress of the Damned off him.
Dark magic.
Root. I don't have any masters.
Master Druki. I survive my rivals.
Oh, Pyrrhic victory, I lose a Seeker Chariot. Yeah, fuck it.
Shout out to all of the anti-high elf traits that my heroes have.
Hey, there are still some high elves left. Techless
Yeah,
is
there's
still
some
out
on
there
your
somewhere.
island that I don't care about. There's one
that's-
that's best. Karn.
Are Knights of Kalador still free?
Oh yeah, they're probably still around somewhere.
Yeah, Hemrick is definitely still around.
You're close enough to killing Nagaroth at this point, but I'm not gonna futz around in there.
Yeah, I think it's
Go with grace.
between me and Malekith. I think we've got Alathanar on under wraps. He does have a lot of territory left, but I don't think he has very much money because I killed him.
You don't
a while
have
ago.
that much territory left.
He's got 5 settlements.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that's that much at this point in the game.
Not really, but
Okay, one more turn and see. Well, the next turn I have to put down a rift.
where do I go first? Slaver's Point. God, I need slaves bad.
If there were a resource I could give you, I would.
Cease your provocation.
I believe you.
But yeah, if anyone needs money, just come ask. I'm giving about 10,000 to turn away to China, and I've still got plenty left over.
Well,
These are very weird conversations if you don't know the context.
to help explain where my income economy has gone, I got one more Dark Fortress, and my income went from 1,300 up to 4,200.
Huh.
That is how important Dark Fortresses are for Warriors of Chaos.
Yeah, they make so much money. But I'm mostly spending my money on just upgrading buildings.
Oh, I think my game is crashing.
I'm growth
Oh, no,
limited
okay.
at the point I'm at.
I have a bunch of, I think, for someone's ready to go to tier 5, and I just haven't had time to, like...
Please, please, please let me click this button and our nightmare ends.
Never.
You don't like this either, the drowned.
No.
Well,
You.
AI are programmed so that when they have lost their last settlement, they suicide into the nearest one to try and get one.
I think they're
Are
gone.
they?
No,
Nope.
they aren't.
No, they're not.
Ronnie King,
Next turn, there are
King
just
has
2 of them.
instead gone to
It's
Torika.
ping-ponging between your settlements.
No, they are not. They. Oh wait, what? Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
What?
Ronnie King has gone from Alicia to Torika.
They've laid siege to Torikar. All like
Why would they
17
not
of
just
them.
attack Elysia again? It has 2 guards.
Because it wasn't working for him.
It has 2 nearly dead demonettes.
If it's not working out, you try something different.
Sorry, you need to mod the game so that, like, this one army becomes, like, impossible to beat.
I don't have to mod it. They already are.
Yeah, depending on your definition, we're already there.
They're already invincible.
Shout out to this Grazer who managed to beat a full stack and a half stack.
Yeah.
Also, because they are not vampire counts, actually obliterating the army or vampire pirates, obliterating the entire army actually kills the army.
I
What a
wish
world.
that were me.
It is so annoying when you're fighting the undead because them all dying is supposed to be the trade-off for them being fearless, but then they just revive from total annihilation. It's
I mean, vampire counts have always had that mechanic. They just added it with Immortal Empires to Vampire Coast.
I
I
know
don't
it's just
know what
really
that's
annoying.
like, Dice.
And vampire
It always-
counts have always had like ways to increase it by a good amount.
I'm not saying they haven't been able to do it. I'm saying it's really annoying. You stop actually everything I say.
Satchel of potions.
You have so many events.
Yeah, well, they're all to do with my stupid leaders.
Yeah.
Come from my sacking and looting settlements. I don't do that anyway. That'll be fine. Honroy Gutbub. Get out of here. I can't chase you onto land.
Oh, that's 220 stacks. The Vampire Legion is unhappy with me.
Yeah?
Or the Bear Legion.
Revenge awaits.
Yeah. Heinrich Himmler
Man the
keeps
garrisons.
like just sailing between like the waters above Elysia and
Sunder.
Bretonia. I don't know what his plan is. Oh, that's where the Sword of Cain is. Over in Leonis.
Speak.
Wait, what?
The army with the Sword of Cain. It is over in Leonis.
Because Noctilus has
Oh.
gotten inroads there. I think Pio needs to run away or he will die.
Yo, you heard that? You gotta get the fuck out of here, man.
yeah, you hear that, Bo? Skeggy, can I, like, get a hand? Maybe?
Okay, next turn the Galleon Graveyard rebels.
Slaanesh's desire.
I'm out.
Alright, Arguila has lost their last settlement, so now they can just
A
go
novel
eat shit.
prospect.
Where is Dorothy?
Move, you maggots!
Yep.
Ah, he has a single army over there. Please, please let this be it.
Did that just actually eat my wrist?
There we go.
Oh no, it went down next
I'm
to
free!
What's Aurora's mount? She
Master
has a
cruelty.
cold one for a mount, which is a dinosaur.
I just realized how funny that name is. She got there, a cold one. Drinks beer while on my dinosaur.
She also screams a lot. But yeah, cold ones are just, they're dinosaurs. I don't know why, but they are.
Admire your darkness.
Just gonna keep this army here. Just in case
Something I
anyone
wanted
else
to do.
wants to fuck with Ulthuan.
Oh, decisive victory!
I've been neglecting Ulthuan.
I have no fucking food!
A vile corruption.
Fortunately, unlike reality, I can't just hand you money and buy you food.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a bunch of money.
Corruption is rife.
Do I want that?
You too,
I
Xiaoming.
think I do.
Xiaoming considers Zera the biggest threat.
Madness.
Yeah,
I mean, isn't that
That's what
always
I-
the case?
that's what I hear.
No, there have been a few
Yeah.
factions that consider me the biggest threat.
What the fuck happened to Miao Yang? She's strength rank 28 now.
Yeah, I'm not
Let's
sure.
fight.
Yeah, that number can go down very quickly depending on circumstances.
A lot of people.
The very
All right.
air.
Be at
You
war
for
with
one.
Yeah, she'd be at war with a lot of people because it's me and all of my vassals.
Okay.
Tyrant
Also,
of
some
Nagaroth.
orcs, I think, and the sightless are not your vassals,
First sorceress.
and the puppets of Misrule.
Dreadlord of Nagaroth.
Again, I just can't get over the fact that's the name they went with.
Single.
Swarm them!
Off we go.
Zara, would you join the puppets of this
Tear
rule?
flesh from bone!
Hmm.
Druki dominance!
Their
Kind of
political
like-
platform.
What kind of benefits do they have?
Very poorly
Yes.
administered ones.
Such slaughter awaits!
Oh, whoops. I put you in trade.
Sail, damn you!
Wipe them out.
Why am I building something in Montfort?
They're
Why
offering
would I do
change.
that?
Are good.
According to their platform,
My
they're
powers
offering
are
change, but
yours.
only for the worse.
Okay.
Let's see what else. Bow before the Architect of Fate. That's not really a policy position, but that's what they want.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
Their leader is a headless monster that has the mouths over its entire body that echoes what it says in a mocking tone.
Critters
These
submit!
debates will be lively.
I don't see a problem.
They will betray you.
A terror to their
Yeah,
enemies.
that's normal politician stuff.
Yeah, pretty
Is
much.
it really betrayal if you know it's coming?
At least they're honest about it.
Feel
They
my
worship the
power.
god of hope, which is nice.
Witch elf priestess. Observing these thralls.
Already recruited a
Noble
master.
born!
Now, let's be fair.
Steed!
Zinch isn't the god of change for the worst. He's the god of change. Sometimes it's for the better, but also
it's almost-
sometimes it's worse for the better. It's better to worse.
To be fair, most of the time it is in fact just worse. Just for the it is worse. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's almost always for the worse. You have a tentacle growing out of your butt now.
That's just a matter of opinion. If it's better or worse. A matter of perspective,
Sometimes-
rather.
Sometimes it's worse to a different kind of worse.
I really don't know what Heinrich Kemmler is doing in the ocean because he keeps sitting in locations where there is ocean attrition.
He likes the pain.
Heinrich Kemmler has the oddest game plan of anyone I'm dealing with right now. I don't think anyone I've looked at has had as many armies I've looked at and been like, why are you there?
Pio, you're not the first one to that joke, especially because like the greater demons of Tzeentch are called Boards of Change.
Disengaging!
Get wrecked, nerd.
No, I'm losing this.
Oh, that's why I said get wrecked.
Death and carnage
You are the
await.
nerd I'm telling to get wrecked.
Look at these results. Look at how much I lost by.
And if you played that out, you
Jesus.
probably would have won.
Probably.
Yeah.
It
Holy
also
shit.
probably would have gone at 1 frame every 5 seconds.
Holy shit, that was a slaughter fest on both sides.
Yeah, there was a lot of casualties. I'm upset that I lost that.
Yeah.
Not that
Every time the turn
Black Ark
goes
was worth
around to
anything, but-
Nagaround, my game starts crashing.
Yeah, they got a lot of stuff to do.
I think it's because I see all of it, and it also needs to recalculate my vassalage.
Possible. Oh, the Barrow Legion are doing something. Oh,
Yeah.
and
They're
in
taking
Mod
Montfort because I fucking
Yeah.
ran away from it because they had 220 stats.
yeah, but there's probably just a bunch of skeletons. It's fine.
It is just a bunch of skeletons. I may have actually been able to fight that. But
Alright,
Fiona was
wow,
also
okay.
easy at this point.
First the Vampire Coast, and now like the Barrel Legion. They really got a bone to pick with you.
It's actually a bunch of zombies.
But
Which
look, they're
unfortunately
holding
kind of
giant
ruins your joke.
polygon.
You want to see gold? No.
Where'd the other stack go? Oh, to Blackstone.
How did the
Also-
Vanaheimlings get Uber Strike?
Also,
Listen, they've been moving around. They've been making moves.
How did
turning
they
back,
Look,
Zara,
you-
will you?
I also
Turning
do not
back-
know because I vassalized Nordberg there. So that was one of my vassals, and I guess it got taken over at one point, and now Heimling has taken
I
back
speak
over.
for the Druki. What is
Also,
it you
Cesar,
desire?
will you going back? Will you bow before the masters of misrule?
Currently no.
Okay,
Only currently, though.
but what if they turned your cat into a dog?
I mean, I'd be okay with that.
Which one?
The one they didn't incinerate.
Well,
Oh, there's the
certain
rebellion
dogs
in
do
the Great
explode.
Galley.
An enemy force belonging to Conroy Gutbub has besieged my settlement.
Corn is ascendant.
Oh, I think I'm crashing again.
Also, I have a rebellion because Skaven cannot occupy; they can only occupy and sack.
Yeah. Now waiting for
Yeah,
players
I
up.
think you are crashing again.
Yep, the game flickered and then froze, so
Yeah.
she's dead.
Oh, in here.
There isn't even anything that like
Oh.
caused it. It just I clicked on something and then it was like, nope.
Yes, the game did get reinstalled on my hard drive. I will fix that for next time.
That explains the load times, yeah.
God damn it! But
Yes. So is the Game Pass thing? Is it only for this month?
Yes, but that gives me another day. Also,
Does,
like,
but
if
that
it's
is also
a-
Halloween.
That's fair. But also that gives me a week for Microsoft to decide that actually no, we want you. Here's another $1 deal.
True.
Yeah, as I've mentioned before, like, I have it auto, like, I do not let it auto renew. And every
Yeah.
day that it, like, on the day that it expires, it has offered me another $1 deal. For this entire year.
I also have it set to not auto renew, so
Yeah.
I do think we are kind of reaching the end of this campaign, though. Since we're kind of... We've kind of
Yeah.
accomplished what we more or less set out to do.
I want to see
Yeah,
the
it's-
end game now.
Yeah, at this
That is
point,
true,
it's kind of
yeah.
just waiting for the end game.
That's
process.
true. We haven't even got there yet.
Yeah, we haven't even gotten the war. yet.
We kind of won very quickly.
Yeah, no kidding. What?
It should be triggering soon. At least because we
Some-
gotta...
someone else
we
joined.
gotta-
That was weird.
What? Excuse me?
I did not even know that was possible, but they're gone. So it's...
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think Sarah kicked them.
I did.
Yeah.
I did not know that was possible either, but apparently it is.
Okay, so I know you didn't like the Zenitian guys, but how about the Exiles of Scarbrand?
I don't like corn.
I mean, it's not their fault that the place they were exiled from was named Scarbrand.
I said my coherence has gone completely down the drain. Exiles of Scarbrand. I can't remember what the fuck that name's faction's name is.
Exiles of Corn.
Okay.
But no, I don't like corn. I think corn is boring.
What about the Poxmakers?
Fitting for Maratha.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay,
Nurgle
I'm
doesn't
signing you
even
down
fucking-
for the Poxmakers. Their entire agenda is just a list of diseases they'll give you.
I mean, they're happy.
Nurgle doesn't hide what he's about.
Yeah.
He's all about those nasty, nasty diseases.
But you also know that he loves you while those diseases are happening.
It's true.
Yeah.
N-
I do enjoy the
what's
irony and
Nurgle's
contrast.
positive aspect again?
Stoicism and family.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nurgle is like funny to me because like he's the god of despair, but he is also like completely unironically the friendliest of the chaos gods.
Yeah. The Nurgle disciples are usually quite happy and jovial.
And I
Nurgle
like
is
the reasoning
only
too.
loving
And
God.
I like the reasoning they give too. Is like they just like are so into despair that they just love watching everything fall apart, which is a sentiment I really appreciate. It's shown through.
Listen, Nurgle loves everything equally, it's just that there are a lot more bacteria than you.
It's true.
You can say Slaanesh also loves everything equally.
No, Slaanesh definitely has favorites.
Okay, that's fair. Slaanesh absolutely has favorites.
Slaanesh is
He does
definite-
love everything, though.
Slaanesh is definitely no, they don't love corn.
It's true.
That is true.
Okay, I will argue that as much as she does not like corn, Slaanesh absolutely would fuck corn.
That's their secret kink. Their
Secret?
Yeah, the keepers of secret just basically hide like the corn slash fix that they have lying around. It's their secret shame.
Now I get to watch Admiral Curl die again.
You see, if only you'd embraced the gods of chaos, Ari, you could have prevented this.
Marathi has, literally.
Yeah, but Marathi has, but Zara hasn't.
Oh, hey, this rogue army is raiding me now. They moved.
Yeah.
Now that they have a full 20 stack, they've moved on to raiding my territories.
This map is very pink.
Yeah.
It is now.
That's Slaanesh.
I believe it might not. Gaia's God Ascendant might not actually have to do with corruption, because I do not believe any other god has anything near Slaanesh right now.
Noble born.
Let's see. Can I move you?
Tyrant of Nagaroth.
Might actually be able to save him.
Set the sails.
Galleon. Huh. The Slaanesh faction down at the bottom, at the southern waste, is still around. It still has their full province.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh,
I have a
right.
cult there.
Because Kairos didn't start down there because this was the previous patch.
Yeah.
Oh, we can zero now and turn.
So that is why Kairos has not destroyed the right side, both in southern wastes.
Nope.
That's not the thing that he does from this
Nope.
patch.
I don't think he's done a whole lot of much, to be honest.
I don't know. We can't see that, like the bottom tip of there to know.
He's still reach me.
Can he reach you if you retreat?
I can't retreat.
No.
No.
I did a full movement.
Do you want to fight it out? Because I reckon we can win.
Could.
And losing a Black Ark is pretty rough.
He's just wounded. I'd be able to get him back.
Death and carnage
It's
await.
mostly garbage units anyway.
Yeah.
I'm
Your time with me is
steamrolling the rest of his
precious,
territory
so make known your
north of there
request.
anyway. Hey, my reliability's medium. Malekith wants a trade agreement.
Alright, Mom. I'll do a trade agreement.
Alright, Mom, your boyfriend's convinced me to play nice with you.
I mean, that's a lift enough.
Yeah, buy him out for it. There's just nothing I can do there.
Yeah.
Good thing I'm at peace with the Bear Legion.
That's something there. I have defeated Sigvald.
Excellent.
Actually, is Sigvald counted as an undivided lord because he was in one, or did they move from
No,
Naked to Slaanesh?
Yeah, they
He's
changed him
Slaanesh.
to Slaanesh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got the same Slaanesh mechanics that the new DLC Warriors of Chaos 2 does.
Yeah, because I was wondering about that, because they also introduced Azazel, so I was wondering if he was going to be the dedicated
Do
one
not
or not.
presume my patience.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're just
Speak
both
all
dedicated.
the same.
Okay.
Does mean there are more dedicated Slaanesh than any of the other gods, but there are still more.
Honestly,
undivided.
Slaanesh gets relatively little love relative to the other gods of chaos, so I think this is good.
I would say that Slaanesh gets a lot of love relative to the other gods of chaos.
The setup,
Oh hey, Slaanesh is ascendant and stuff.
like, Korn gets like the lion's share of like stuff in video games, and like the upcoming Dark Tide is Nurgle.
Well, Corn is just the one for.
Karn gets a lot of screen time because he is the war guy, and war is done in a lot of things.
Bad news.
You're crashing again?
Yes, and it was from doing the exact same thing, which is selecting one of my armies.
The save may have.
This save's fucked.
I think the save is done.
Yeah.
Victory.
I mean, we've won.
We basically won.
We did get the victory. We just did not see what the end game collapse from that was. So I did not realize that they made the multiplayer victory so easy to get.
Yeah, that was like we didn't deal with Cathay at all. We didn't deal with Tomb Kings at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 100 settlements with no other restrictions for multiple people is nothing.
Yeah, like 80 settlements is with a victory condition for a long campaign single player, so a quarter of that's basically nothing. I guess they didn't just want to like try to deal. I guess they didn't want to try to deal with the difficulty yet of like trying to like sort this out by based on who has what faction, because that could get messy. I understand, but it also like is possibly
it should scale by how many players there are.
Yeah, which does not seem. It does not.
It's still beta, so that's why I'm giving them like the generous read here.
Yeah.
Because if I was a developer, that would be a low priority, because that would have to like.
Yeah, a lot of people just play past campaign victories because even in like single player, a lot of the campaign victories feel hollow because you have done so. There's so much more of the world to do stuff in.
Yeah, and also like what's the word I'm looking for? That would also just be a nightmare to test, because if you're testing that, you gotta test like all the possible combination, or not all the possible combination, but a lot of them, and that's gonna be a lot of effort for a very mild return at this point, because you got more important things to do.
I mean, I just set it to like 50 settlements per player is what I'd do.
Downloading save.
Because for people in the chat who haven't played this game, the short-term campaign victories and the long-term also are just like, the short-term especially. Actually, no, the long-term is more generic, but short-term is basically defeat like 3 factions to start by your kind of your enemies, and also like hold like these settlements.
Yeah.
I think it was like.
And there's usually a like weirder requirement.
And the short victory. The short victory in 3 also isn't really an endgame thing, because it gives you a buff and it activates the endgame crisis if you got them active.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
why hadn't you download the save?
I figure we can give it one more shot. I just won't touch that army for maybe a turn.
Okay.
Unless
it might just be on that turn, or we might at least be able to push it until. Well, we've got
another thing we could try if we're interested in trying it, was just revert to the save for the one that we have, and then just see if we can just branch off of that and avoid the future.
Yeah, I don't really care. I honestly would not be against just hitting end turn until we see what the end game is. Out
Well,
of
the-
curiosity.
The faster method might be to look at all of our short campaign victories to see if anyone is particularly close to finishing.
I might be.
Yeah, because if we can trigger the short campaign victory, then that also triggers.
This
it,
might
so-
also. Honestly, everyone except you might be.
I don't know what mine
Yeah,
is.
I know it, and I am not.
I think I might. I would have. I think I'm probably have to go defeat the whoever the. I can't remember their name, but like the equivalent of the Sicilian prince of the Italian princes.
Oh,
Yeah,
The Border
Yeah.
Princess?
Border princes. Yep.
yeah.
I'm going to not Italy to make a spicy meatball.
because when I looked,
I
when we got
assume all of mine are on Ulthuan, which
Also-
means I've done that.
Also, I'm really hoping for like more like in future expansions, more like not seen like factions. I really hope we get Ind, which is if you can't possibly guess this, not India.
I mean, that part of the map
I-
is just empty right now, so
That's what I'm thinking.
I would be surprised if we got End. I'd also be
I wouldn't be
surprised, but one that I want is Amazon's.
yeah.
I know that CA has already publicly multiple times said in the past that pixies aren't happening. Pygmies, rather.
Yeah.
Yeah, of
Because-
course that's fucking not happening.
Yeah, because of course they're not happening. I know. So the expected ones so far for 3 would be Chaos Dwarfs are expected to be the first one,
Yeah.
and then
Excellent.
Dogs of War should probably come as well sometime in 3. I would be surprised if we don't get playable Tilia. Or is Tilia Dogs of War? And I'm thinking of someone else.
Curious how. Like. It has reached the point where they've basically added the entire world in. Come 3. I don't
Pretty
know
much.
where they go from here.
Well, there are a
Oh,
bunch
so-
of factions that have been like the Vampire Coast, and they were mentioned once in some reference material.
I mean, yeah, filling in the world makes sense.
But I think in
But,
terms of
like-
army. But I think in terms of army books, I think Chaos Dwarves is the only faction left. Maybe half.
Tilia is Dogs of War.
Maybe if they just go absolutely insane and just like make a halfling faction, you just have like the moot or whatever it's called. It's just a legend has a legendary lord now.
Yeah, they
But, like,
could.
I don't know how they expand the world for Total War 4.
I
mean,
think
there
this
won't
might be
a
the
four.
final game.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
That's
the
fair.
final one. They've said that it's just the 3.
After this, they need a franchise.
To be
After
honest,
this,
this
Age
is,
of Sigma.
Oh,
honestly, this game is a fucking accomplishment. I know, like, we kind of rag on it a bit for like the performance issues, but it is like.
Oh yeah,
stunning.
it's definitely the best Total War game that's ever been made.
We
Guys,
rag
what
on
I'd
it for
like to-
its performance, but like all of us liberally say that once we start playing this game, we cannot stop playing this game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the
100%.
performance
It-
problems
it's
are
also, like-
primarily
Probably
Yeah.
like the defining like work on like the Warhammer like setting, because like so many pictures here like Malekith's voice, like so many like all the voice actors here are just now the voice of that character. Like we have Malekith's voice, we got Tyrion's voice now.
I mean, I'm
a
pretty
lot
sure
of the
this
wiki
game-
uses screenshots of
Yeah.
this game for places.
I'm pretty sure this game is what sparked a lot of people's interest in Warhammer Fantasy, and
Yeah, like Dawn of War did the same before 2021.
yeah, to be honest, I never
It sparked
really
mine.
cared for fantasy.
Same.
I didn't either.
Like, I knew about it, but I always cared way more about 40k, because that
Yeah.
always had cool aliens.
Like it started off kind of like a mediocre like game, but then it just expanded this giant behemoth with so many interactions, and like everything is like very flavorful too. Like the mechanics are simpler compared to other Total War games from what I've heard, but there's so much variation between the factions. And even with like factions.
Yeah.
Going to 3, 3 definitely added way more. Having gone back to 2 recently, a lot of things felt a lot more samey.
Yeah. Yeah, like for 3, for like new factions added, I can only think of Chaos Dwarves and Tilia that I actually see happening. Because like, if Amazons were going to happen, it probably would have happened in 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also just don't know if Lustria has enough size to justify another.
Well, it's the thing is that any faction they introduce they have to be able to fit on the Immortal Empires map and also the base 3 campaign map.
Yeah,
Well,
which is why I was
Yeah.
thinking Ind as a
but they
reach,
will for the campaign maps, they will literally move anything
True.
anywhere.
I actually really appreciate that too. Like, I'm glad they moved like some of the vampire counts around so they're not all in the Empire.
Yeah.
Yeah, my thing with them not adding Amazons is I just don't think Lustria is large enough to support lizards, them, and the Empire, and also the Tomb Kings and rats that are all there.
Lustria is a fucking like fight.
And
It's just like a
vampire
fight
counts.
club.
What was that? Sorry?
And vampire counts. That's where Luther Archon
Oh
starts.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is where Archon starts.
Yeah. Oh, and we're a Dark Elf faction. What's his name? Something Beast Tamer.
Yeah, he starts where Teclis used to. Essentially down there.
Lord of the Black Court.
Like, it's at the point where, like, it sort of feels like lizard men are getting pushed out of lizard men territory, so...
Yeah, a bit.
No wonder they're so pissed then.
I mean, Lizardmen territory has also been where the majority of them are now, in the jungles at the southern tip of the other continent.
Yeah, come beat me up.
Slaughter calls us.
This is just like Groundhog Day for Zara.
What is
bit.
it you see? I am
Kith wants a trade agreement.
Game will,
Yep.
game will
We'll
keep
do this like
crashing
20
until
more
you can
times,
save
then one
this
day
army.
Zara. We'll do this 20 more times until Zara's. Yeah, you beat me to it.
And the other thing with Amazons is I don't know what they would, if they know what they would do to make a full army of them. Like a full total war army of them.
I don't know, like, Slaanesh shows that they will take a lot of archetypes out and just give the remaining ones big buffs.
My guess for it could look like it'd be like something like Norska as like an inspiration.
Yeah.
Like just
I don't. God, I forgot. Because, like, Amazons are supposed to have access to, like, high technology stuff that they found in temples and shit.
so yeah. So my guess is it would be like they do them. They'd be something like.
Of course, some of that
Norska
is
is-
from very old fantasy.
Yeah.
They could have mechanics about, like, searching ruins of cities.
Like, for example, this old art from
I speak for the
Amazon.
True King. What is it you
where it's
desire?
got, you know, a las pistol.
You sure do just have a las pistol.
Yeah.
We should also, before we click on anything, just save.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to wait through that.
Oh, Nurgle is ascendant.
Go
That's
Nurgle.
it.
Counter.
Sigvold didn't fall.
High Beastmaster.
Okay, I can click on my armies.
Same.
Yeah, it's broken now.
I can click on my other armies. I just can't click on the one black arc. I don't know.
I want to test the limits, but also I'm scared too because it's a long loading screen.
Yeah.
Like I'm curious if what I'm looking for. If you get to them by like hitting the left and right arrows instead of clicking on them if it crashes. But the test for this takes a fucking 5-minute loading screen, so
Yeah.
Mother of the Druki.
Let's go kill this guy.
going into diplomacy once there is done fighting.
I will be fighting again in a moment.
To arms,
I'm about to
Druki.
punch Sigvold.
You just give this
I
money
have
to
need of
China.
slaves.
I had to kill Frinley van Horstman.
You as my dearest friends are. How could you?
I am the first sorceress.
Man, I'm trending to under -100
I
with
am
Mao Ying.
Morathi,
Damn.
restless malice.
Noble of Nagaroth.
Oh, wow. The Tomb Kings took the fight to the dwarves, and now they have one settlement left.
Yeah.
I think my work here is done.
Cathay
noble
very
purpose.
much does not like chaos.
Supreme sorceress of Grond.
Oh, the Warriors of Chaos, the Puppets of Misrule are still hanging out and doing shit over here. I think they've gotten...
I should get exalted Demonettes now. And
Oh, let's
Harganeth
place it down here.
Executioners.
They...
I yearn to go.
Huh.
Let's see. What do I want? Let's get...
So we're not gonna have the end game happen on the earliest time it could.
Probably not.
Certainly not, because we would have gotten the warning on this turn.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. True.
You get a warning 10 turns before the end game starts.
Yep.
Supreme sorceress of Grond.
Hydra already.
Unless... Oh, I should check my short-term campaign victories.
Oh. Oh, I can't ever do my short term.
Master Druki.
Hey, you know what's stopping
This is
me from
real
doing my
military
short-term
might.
campaign victory?
Is it destroying me?
No, it's Ivret's existing.
Oh,
Your
because
vassal?
Huh.
because in order for me to complete my short term, I have to destroy you.
Oh,
Well,
well.
if you want, you could just cut your race off as a vassal.
Well, Karneios, good news. If you kill Harganeth, I get my short campaign victory.
Well, I guess that's... I mean,
Oh,
Karneios has a bunch of
Huh.
things, right?
So
They have a
for
few
my-
settlements, but not much.
Yeah, they've got a few. So my short campaign victory, I have to destroy Seducers of Slaanesh, the Decadent Host, which is on its way, and the Sightless, the fucking Tzeentch demon faction that is your very first fight, and that I decided to vassalize instead of kill.
Do you want something really stupid that I have to do for my final victory requirement?
What's that?
I need to get the workshop up to level 3, and I wasn't paying attention to what the requirements were to level that up. So I just need to grind up a Warlock Master to level 15. Then I win.
Yeah.
I also need to sack, like, 8 more settlements, but I
actually only
not
need
killing
one.
the rest, so.
I only need one more settlement for that part, but I need to kill you, so...
Funnily enough, while I cannot achieve my short-term victory, I can achieve my long-term victory.
Oh, so Fiona, do you want to like keep on like fighting the Barrow Legion, or should I start making a move on them?
I would appreciate if you made a move. They are quite powerful.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, does your long-term victory not have the achieve short-term victory requirement?
Oh, it may have, and I just missed that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
mine does. Yeah.
You are correct. I'm used to 2, where the long-term victories are just the short-term victories with higher numbers and an added faction.
Yeah.
I like how my long campaign victory is just kill all of the high elves. Which I guess that confirms that Order of Lore Masters, Ivres, and Knights of Caledor are still alive.
I mean, we know Ivres is.
True.
Yeah.
Eltharion the Grim also has a 20 stack, so like the vampires just aren't bothering him.
Eltharion the Grim claims to be going to deal with Mistnar for me, but
Duty is purpose.
let's order him somewhere else. I can go occupy. No, go occupy Castle Ator. No, go occupy Lioness. That's actually more useful.
I actually really like Eltharion's like thing as a faction.
Yeah. Where's my other fucking vassals to send them off to do things?
It kind of runs into the problem that all the defensive factions do, but I still enjoy like the mechanics and like the ward and stuff if it gets.
Yeah. Skeggy, what are you doing? Oh, the Hunt Marshal expedition is sieging the High Sentinel. Sick.
Yes, they are. That is specifically the army that I can't touch.
Ah.
I can touch them.
It doesn't help me.
I enjoy that they're taking nutrition damage.
Well, yeah, they're under siege.
Man. I've tried to order my Skeggy army over to help out by attacking Conroe Gutgub. I do not know if they will get there.
I'm like 2-3 turns away from vassalizing China.
Yeah.
Also, the game is going to slow down even more if I do this. If I had the power to vassalize Cetra, I would.
I found out that one of the dark fortresses over in Cathay for Puppet Masters does not appear to be a dark fortress for me.
How did the Hunt Marshal make that fight?
Sometimes the AI makes decisions.
Death and carnage.
Well, it knew that I sent my
victory.
Listen, it knew that I sent my Skeggy vassal over to attack it, so I had to get.
I mean, technically, it might have.
Also, I don't know how this happened, but when I was like doing a bunch of like settlements trading against the Vampire Legion, I managed to actually get a heroic victory on an auto resolve.
Yeah.
Rank 3, baby.
I don't need to be a high strength anymore because I'm vassalizing some very strong people.
Yeah.
My only regret for this campaign is that because of loading times, we haven't been able to do too many in-person fights, which means I haven't been able to use too many nukes.
Yeah. Corone has taken Marienburg. Yeah. Now go and take Grogzint so Orion is fucking dead. Yeah, Durthu just has Grunberg, I think.
I'm gonna go into diplomacy real quick to make sure I don't have anything with the Barrow Legion.
Okay.
Feel my power.
That one.
Tell me when you're done so I can give my tithes to China.
Nothing, let's do this.
Peerless.
You done?
Yep.
Dark sorcery.
Puppets of Mistral does have Namgal, which is still. How is that one done? Or is even just remembering where exactly the Dark Fortress is? Which is possible.
Should honestly just leave France to you. I'm not a great attacker at this point. I'm mostly just doing it because my job is very boring otherwise.
I understand. Feel free to just attack wherever you want.
Because, like, my game plan is basically just corrupt Cathay and then Kislev, and then
Awaiting command.
I've basically got everyone who's a threat I can corrupt under my control.
Fuck are the Oracles of Tzeentch doing here? They're like
doing where?
Go down to like not Africa and look like in the middle of the Sahara. Oh no.
Oh. Waiting for players are.
I think Zara crashed again.
Zara?
Or Zara's internet.
No, I was just muted.
Oh.
Cool. Yeah, I crashed again. Trying to select the same black arc.
Well, that black arc's fucked.
It is permanently broken. Which is a shame. The untouchable arc.
Oh, yeah.
It truly is. And it wasn't even
I
like
actually see the Oracles of Tzeentch there a lot.
It wasn't even a matter of like I tried to click on it manually. I was doing like the notification thing at the bottom, and it was going to take me there, and it still crashes. So it's like, yeah, it's literally I can't do anything with that black arc anymore. It's permanently borked.
Yeah.
That is bizarre.
It happens. It happened with my Alariel campaign when I was playing in single player. There was something that just broke, and like every time I would end turn, it would get to a certain point, and then it would just crash every time, and that was it.
Yeah, just something corrupted. So.
Yep.
Interacting with what corrupted crashes the entire thing.
It's possible if we go back a few saves, it might fix it, but it might also not.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. At this point, it is getting a bit late. I think I'm going to call it here. Unfortunately. Yeah, okay, I'll restart Steam.
Unfortunately, once again, a stream that ends on a crash.
Yeah. I would like to see where the end game is going, but at the rate that the map is slowly dying.
Do you have... I
Gotta
forget
wait for
how
the-
multiplayer saves work. Do you have the ability to load that up just yourself?
Maybe?
Yeah, because like it would be faster. Like even if just to find out what the endgame collapse for that endgame crisis for that was.
Yeah, that's possible. Let me see.
Yeah, because I have not. I've played a bunch of co-op Total Warhammer, but I have never been the host of a game.
Mm-hmm. Back to the mainstream. I will see. I do have to resume as host. I don't think so. I think I need to have other
I had,
people here.
yeah, I had just meant if it came up on the load game screen for a single player thing.
I don't think it does.
Yeah.
It does not. As you can see.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was the case or not.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe potentially going to an earlier save and seeing if that'll fix it might be the play. But
I'm not fully sure it's worth finding out though.
true. We pretty much took over the world.
Yeah.
I was a turn away from vassalizing the western provinces.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
we were all pretty much just doing things to stay busy. But
surprisingly, like Karn started that as the most powerful, but sort of became like the least.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, it's just because I did not get Dark Fortresses.
Yeah.
Which
that's true.
And also, Bellacor's mechanics kind of, they're very front loaded and then very back loaded. It's like you can get a lot of demons really quickly, and then you just stall for ages.
Mm-hmm. That also, playing that made me kind of realize that Dark Elves are kind of broken. Because, like, you get money for having more slaves. And so it's just like, as you expand, you just naturally keep getting more and more money. And if you have more money, you can support more armies. And if you have more armies, you can expand further and you're more powerful. And it's a compounding effect.
Honestly, I'm interested in how Seducers of Slaanesh game goes, where, like, I'm not, because of allying with you three, forced into war with everyone around me.
Yeah.
I think it would be much more difficult.
I'm unsure about that.
Well,
because
yeah,
it means
that's true.
I don't have to fight Ulthuan. I can just vassalize it.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested to see how it goes. Like,
True.
if it is all people, like Sigvald and Azazel are both being also Slaanesh, but Warriors of Chaos are also diplomatic.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, because, like, people still dislike you as Seducers of Slaanesh. You still have an aversion penalty. You just get over that eventually. But I feel like if you have military alliances with them, that just, the aversion penalty just adds up to the point where you can't do diplomacy.
Yeah, I'm not sure because it's also like Azazel starts off with plus 80 to a bunch of factions, like human factions, and then also Sigvold starts at war with Dark Elves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, I don't know then.
Yeah, so I think it would end up like balancing out in the case of those specific ones.
Yeah, because as Nakari, your big threats are Ulthuan, and Britonia.
Yeah,
And then to a lesser extent, to a lesser extent, Dark Elves.
yeah.
Because if they start winning the fight for Ulthuan, you're in trouble.
Yeah. Well, that'll be it for this evening. I just realized I never posted a schedule, but I will presumably be doing other things this week. I'll have to see. Well, I know for sure anyway, Friday we're going to be doing something on Wordsy's channel.
Well, you and I have different definitions of for sure.
I mean,
You
that's
don't know
the
that
plan.
Wordsy won't have to work 50 hours, 50 extra hours this week.
I mean,
another 100-hour work week for Words.
He's seemed like he's doing all right. Last week was fine. I guess we'll find out tomorrow anyway, because we'll be doing Mass Effect. If he's not. But until then, I do want to play more Digimon World. I don't know when that'll happen. Maybe Thursday, if nothing else is going on, but we shall see. Until then, I'm sending us to Snort Fridge Mold. Please adjust your volume now. It will be very loud. And yeah, I don't know what'll be coming next. This campaign seems like it's kind of reached an endpoint, so we'll see. I've got a few plans.
I've enjoyed playing it more, but there's just no ability to.
Yeah,
so.
it's kind of
Yeah.
The whole game is grinding to a halt, quite literally.
Yeah.
My computer can't keep up with it. It's not even OBS like dropping frames. It's the computer is lagging. Can't handle it.
I think that's just because of the sheer amount of the map we see.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That said, if you ever want to run another multiplayer campaign, I'm in.
Same.
I would love to get more people involved, and I know that there are other people who are interested, so we'll see. Might be even more chaotic.
There's also the option of the multiplayer only campaigns that are on there.
True.
I have no idea what those are like at all. I just know that they exist.
Mm-hmm. Well, we got 10 seconds. Thank you for joining us. Have a good night. We'll see you next time.
Night.
Good night.